What's next for you? A bolder, more engaged you. A career-focused you. A you that leads your community and helps change the world. Take the next step and get your bachelor's degree at Malloy. With special transfer programs and scholarships and a career-focused curriculum, Malloy makes a nationally ranked private university education attainable and your dream job possible. Malloy University. Welcome to the new you.
We're going to keep this quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza,
artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you'd like.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven
For fast fire perfection.
Come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
One of the oldest rivalries in Long Island history comes together for all the marbles in the Nassau Conference 1 title bout. Massapequa, Farmingdale on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Today's game is brought to you by Blaze Pizza, as well as Bowie Force, Speed Island, Malloy University, Easy Auto Movers, Mad Men, Compass, and 3rd and 10. And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody. He's Brian Soper. I'm John Perez. Massapequa, Farmingdale, history on the line, Brian.
Yeah, Saturday night under the lights, early in the season. Massapequa took care of the Dalers. Dalers want revenge. Chiefs want to win another county championship and go into the Long Island Championship. It's going to be an amazing, amazing night here. Some great players, some great traditions, football tough towns, turnpike rivalry. Can't wait.
These have been the last two county champions as we take a look at how they got here. And you look at the Massapequa side of the bracket and how they were able to get over here as well, knocking off Oceanside at a shootout 41-24, and then knocking off Port Washington. Port Washington giving a few teams a scare, including Farmingdale, who had no issues against Herrick's Weekly, and then pitching a shutout against Syosset. So that's the Dalers, but let's start with Massapequa and look at their season as a whole. It was a week 0 loss to Oceanside, then they turned it on. 10 straight victories. 9 straight victories, the number 2 seed in the playoffs, and their defense is stepping up.
Yeah, a lot of seniors stepping up here late in the season. Right, Vialta's been running the offense. Diesso quarterback experience bringing it, but guys like Petalino, right, stepping up in playoff time. The Chiefs are ready to roll. They can feel it, they can smell it, and to beat Farmingdale in a county championship, nothing better than that.
2 players to watch is Tyler Vialta and Tristan Tarasi as we take a look at what they did last week. Ho-hum, Tyler Vialta, another 150-plus rushing day. He had 3 touchdowns in the win, and Tristan Tarasi, so stout in front, a good two-way player for both sides of the ball. Brian, what do they bring to the table for Massapequa?
Well, Vialta just had a tremendous season, right? He has 29 touchdowns, easy one here, right? Runs it in for 1 yard. Petalino sets the edge there. Here's one I love, right? Think you're going out of bounds? Nope, right? You can't sure tackle me. Gets to the end zone. Just a tremendous athlete. What a great season, 187 yards last week. Now you have Tarazi, right? He's a wrestler, right? 3 points for a takedown, right? All season for him. 3-time varsity starter, been playing football since he's 6 years old. Just an absolute warrior out there, right? You see him taking down Villela last week. Both sides of the ball. Tarazi's going to be a nightmare for the Dalers.
Yeah, he's a speedster as well, slim, slender, and he'll get his man if he needs to. Okay, so that's the Chiefs. Let's look at the Dalers and their season at a glance as well. The top seed in Conference 1, looking for another league championship. 9-1 on the year, second Conference 1 final appearance in the last 3 years, the model of consistency in Nassau.
Coach Krumah is the most seniors and players he's had come back. They were the obvious preseason 1 seed and unblemished this year except for that one game against Massapequa where field position really played a huge role in that game. Kind of a strange game, some turnovers led to some touchdowns as well as bad field position. They're looking to rebound, and I'm sure they watched a ton of film and learned from that game.
One player that a lot of guys have to learn and watch a lot of film on is Gavin Gatajlian for Farmingdale. Massapequa was going to have him all over the scouting report, and Wilson Quintanilla has picked it up over the last few weeks. Brian, 2 special players for the Dalers.
Yeah, Gachalian has been amazing for them all season. You're going to watch here. Can catch the ball in a wide range of ways. Screen pass. You see J.J. Collins blocking for him on the outside. Knows where the first down markers are. And here he is blowing the roof off the defense. Right. Coach Adam at St. Anselm said, sign that kid. Right. He had a great first game. Quintanilla led the team last year at tackles at the nose tackle position. Good luck if you're going to try to run up the middle against this Farmingdale defense. Right. He's an absolute run stuffer, a tackling machine. Right, you better know where Mr. Wilson is all game if you're the Chiefs.
Yeah, Quintanilla was the reason why Farmingdale had their second shutout of the year, a 21-0 win over Syosset. Okay, well, if these teams are going to move on to the Long Island Championship, Brian Soper, how do they do it? It's time for our Keys to the Game, brought to you by Compass. Let us help you find the keys to your next home.
Yeah, Massapequa got to limit the explosive plays. Josh Kama is back, right, for the Farmingdale Dalers. Right, Massapequa wants good balance, run and pass. You know Farmingdale's going to try to stop Vialter and his 29 touchdowns and defend everything. Outside, inside screens, you got to be ready for everything. Farmingdale wants to start fast, have explosive plays, definitely have better field position than they did in the first matchup, and also establish the passing game, right? Josh Kama is a big reason why Farmingdale is here. But you got Collins, right? You got Gachalian, and you got Finkel, right, slinging the rock for Farmingdale, right? Passing game is going to be really important.
No rain, but it is chilly, and the winds are whipping around. Massapequa and Farmingdale coming up next on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
A college flag football experience at the youth level like no other. Sign up as a team or as an individual player. Boys and girls divisions available. All players receive a jersey and shorts. New York locations include Massapequa, Half Hollow Hills, Oceanside, and Center Reach. Come and join the thrill at youthflagfootball.com.
Welcome back to Hofstra. It's time to go. Massapequa and Farmingdale, and look who's coming back. Number 21, Josh Kama. For more on that, we send it down to the third member of our crew, Jared Valuzzi.
Yeah, last week Farmingdale had to get through the semifinals without number 21 on their roster. As Farmingdale, they're able to beat Syosset, but now they're going against Massapequa. Josh Kama's back. He had 7 touchdowns against Oceanside in the regular season. Kama certainly has the combination of strength and speed that you don't see that often. Big number 21 back on the field for Farmingdale here today as they take on their rival Massapequa in the Nassau County Championship. Guys, back up to you.
Those ankle injuries are so tough. We spoke to Colin Jones, the OC for Farmingdale. He said he's been chomping at the bit to get to this game. I think playing Massapequa also adds to that as well. Another explosive weapon for the Dalers.
Yeah, it's nice to have his 24 touchdowns back. But if you think about it, they played Syosset in the first round. They won 21-0. Only scored one offensive touchdown, right? 2 other ones were defensive scores. So it's nice to get out of that game not needing him. But if you're going to beat the Chiefs, right, Kama's got to step up. And, I think they'll take a 7-touchdown performance like he did against Oceanside earlier this year.
Yeah, and it's interesting with Kama and the journey that he's had. Hurt himself early on, and Kevin Shippos is ready to throw different defenses at him. And Brian, I'd have to imagine you have to diversify it against a very balanced attack that Farmingdale brings.
For sure, right? You're going to have to load up on Kama, right? And again, he's back, but is he 100%, right? The unknown there. But you got to load up on Kama, but you also got Kachalian, right? You got Collins, you got Mateo Morales. All right, so I'm sure Shippos, was up long nights, but he loves the film. He loves the X and O part of the game, so he's going to have some game plan ready for the Dalers.
Speaking of somebody else who's had a bunch of game plans over the years, Buddy Krumenacher, the head coach for Farmingdale, on the other side. And, of course, the only time that Massapequa beat Farmingdale in the final was Krumenacher's first year, celebrating his 300th victory this year. And when you think of a Mount Rushmore of head coaches in New York State, Buddy Krumenacher has to be at the head.
Yeah, just the amount of young men and lives that he's influenced from his time at Hempstead to now at Farmingdale. Everyone who I know who wore the green just has the ultimate respect for that man, and not only teaching football but life lessons.
Well, we mentioned no more rain, but the wind is out there. It is chilly here at Stewart Stadium. 47 degrees, feels like 42. Winds to the northwest at 18 miles an hour. It's going to be tough for both of these kickers and the special teams, not to mention the added velocity for all the crows coming out and swirling the winds too.
We definitely saw it in our first game, right? There was some kicking problems and kickoffs and balls hanging up in the air and taking little swirly bounces, right? So definitely something to pay attention to in this game.
I give these birds credit, waiting one more week to fly south for the winter. They want to get some Long Island football action.
It's Dallas Chiefs, right? So you got to hang around and at least give it a bird's eye view.
Those are the Farmingdale Hawks.
Yes. Yeah, so, I mean, that's what it's about. It's about the youth and the Hawks and the Mustangs, right? So a lot of these kids have been playing football since they're 5 or 6 years old.
There's been a palpable buzz for the last half hour as fans are filing in. Farmingdale, their supporter section to the near side, Massapequa packing it out on the far side, as well as these two last meeting in 2022, Farmingdale besting Massapequa and then en route to knocking off Ward Melville in the Long Island Championship. And the Chiefs, the defending Long Island champions, here looking to defend their turf. And they'll play the winner of either William Floyd or Ward Melville next week in the Long Island Championship.
Like these black jerseys, John?
Love them. J.J. Damo to boot it away. Tyler Vialta back to receive. A windy day, and we saw this in every one of the games where the ball just comes down. I don't know how the referees have not communicated to each other. Just have somebody hold the opening kickoff, please. Because J.J. Damo does a lot of things right, but he doesn't control the weather, and now somebody has to come out there, and poor J.J. has to spot it. And for Farmingdale, you got to get the pro out there, so it is their holder, Cameron Mastrelli, the junior, to hold it down, or at least he was going to hold it down. There we go.
Just building the suspense here at Stewart Stadium.
They've waited all weekend. They could wait 30 seconds more. Damo with a short kick. And coming near side, Kenny Jean going to field it. And is settled down at the 42-yard line. Joey Diesso stepping up in his senior season, throwing more than 1,000 yards in his senior campaign. And this is what he did against Oceanside. 8 for 15, $147 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's been just a steady guy there for Massapequa. Dual threat quarterback, can throw it right, can run it. 45 rushing yards and a TD, right? Threw for 2 touchdowns last week, right? Dual sport athlete, Delphi lacrosse. Panthers are getting a good one, and he's a really good football player too.
Got thrown into the fire last year as a junior because Paul Delanto was sidelined due to a season-ending leg injury, and DSO handled it fine. In fact, Kevin Schippo said his coming out party last year was that overtime win against Farmingdale on the road.
Yeah, only 5'8", but he's got a huge heart, right? He plays really tough and really quick. Solid player. Has
a lot of speed as well. And on the first play from scrimmage, DSO on the fake, takes it himself, chugs ahead, and picks up 6. He leads this Massapequa offense coming off a 41-24 victory in the semifinal. And our Massapequa starting offense brought to you by Malloy University. Big game out of the offensive line. Connor Pineda, Tommy Biggin, Alex Van Skyler, Nolan Wiezerek, and Tristan Tarasi.
Yeah, Pedalino's been that silent kind of assassin guy. Everyone knows about him now. He's been tremendous. DSO, right, probably goes over 400 yards on the ground with that carry. You see that shifty shake that he has, the ability to get to the outside.
Billy Skirba goes in motion, extra blocker for the Chiefs. And the first give of the night to Tyler Vialta. We'd have to imagine that he's going to get the lion's share of the carries and dragged back. Big pushback by Mateo Morales. He had the pick 6 and led the defense for Farmingdale a week ago. And as you see, the Farmingdale defense brought to you by Malloy University. Big J.J. Collins wearing number 3. Rocco Martellotti along with Matt Ippoliti, Nick Ragone, Mike Galgano, Collins, and DePriest Ramsey in the secondary.
That was a huge play for Morales last week, taking that one for the pick 6. He's been their best pass rusher all year. Ability to use both, quick power, explosive moves, and use his speed.
3rd down and 3. Andrew Pedalino goes in motion, and the give is off to Vialta. He ranges wide, has a first down into Dallas territory. As Farmingdale using Jack Watrous for the drag down.
That's just once Vialta gets his legs moving, right, and he gets to the outside, full speed ahead. He's been much must-watch this season. Definitely one of the favorites, right, for the Thorpe Award. Another one who's been playing football since he's been 5 years old, following that very experienced offensive line.
A lot of multi-sport athletes on both of these squads, and these two teams meeting on the lacrosse field right here in the county final. Last spring, it was Farmingdale besting Massapequa. Jimmy Caputo, the goalie. Big day for the Dalers. Tyler Vialta on 1st and 10, driven back. Farmingdale's defense coming to play, and there's Wilson Quintanilla flexing on him, the TFL.
We highlighted him in the open, leading tackler as a sophomore at the nose tackle position. Watch his ability to, at the point of attack, he's so strong. Good job by the outside ends and the corners to set the edge and allow him to funnel him back into Quintanilla, who is a tackling machine.
3 tackles a week ago and 1 TFL. DSO straight back to pass, steps up, fires, far side, and Scuba can't make the catch. An entanglement and good coverage back there in the secondary by Mike Galgano.
Yeah, tremendous job. Nice route combination, kind of a short stop route with a wheel route on the outside. Tremendous defense. He was open, right? Just be able to catch up right in his kitchen, right? Unbelievable job.
Flag came in late. It's going to go against Farmingdale, and you'd have to imagine so with all the contact that was there.
Yeah, Galgano's a junior, 1 INT on the year, 2 fumble recoveries. He's the captain of that secondary.
So sets up a fresh set of downs on the 28-yard line. Give to Vialta. Spreads it wide. Has another first down as he moves the sticks. He's so elusive, Tyler Vialta. Now over 1,200 yards rushing on the season. And just continues to move chains from Massapequa.
Yeah, just watch the block here. Tarasi, right? He's pulling on the outside. They love to pull him. A very athletic wrestler, right? Also Skirba blocking from the tight end position, right? 26 and 62, leading Vialta to the hole.
Andrew Pedalino in the slot, Kenny Jean at the bottom, and the handoff is to Vialta, and Vialta nowhere to go. There's Farmingdale able to get in there, and that was Rocco Martellotti, the senior.
Yeah, Martellotti, Ippoliti as well, right, swarming to the football. In that red zone, right, Dale defense needs to step up here.
2nd and 8 from the 13. Hard count to Yeso, and then waits for instructions. 3-way tie for first in Conference 1. Farmingdale, Oceanside, Massapequa in that order. Yeso keeps it himself after the fake and burrows forward and has a gain of a pair.
Again, a nice job by the Farmingdale defense. They're not allowing them to get outside, forcing the cutbacks to the middle. The middle of that defense, right? You got Manny Benitez, right? Wilson Quintanilla, Frank Basilico, right? The big boys in there.
Basilico, the younger brother of Sal Basilico, one of the best Dalers of the last decade. Great football player. Frank, only a junior, 2 tackles last week, rotates at the defensive end position. On the carry, Andrew Pedalino nowhere to go. Matt Ippolito, the senior, with the stop. 10 tackles a week ago, and a huge TFL.
Yeah, Pedalino's been that guy, the guy that they can count on to get first downs. Watch the Farmingdale defense set that edge. Tremendous job. Ippoliti, like a heat-seeking missile, takes down Pedalino, leading to a 4th and long.
And so Diesso out there, and with the wind, Massapequa going to go for it. Play action. Diesso flushed out of the pocket. Rolling. End zone. Batted down. Incomplete. And no flag. The Farmingdale secondary steps up. It's Dupriest Ramsey with the knockdown.
Yeah, you had a crossing route. Diesso rolled out to his right. He had Frank Romano kind of dragging across the field. You should see him coming into your screen right about now. There he is, right? So unbelievable job. I gotta say, this Farmingdale defense in the secondary has probably shown its most improvement. Dupriest Ramsey was tremendous against Syosset and picks up right where he left off here with a great coverage, great knockdown, turnover on downs for the Daler defense.
So the Dalers will take over at their own 16-yard line, and they'll be led by Dennis Finkel, who lets it fly. 18 of 25 last week, 156 yards, and a tutty.
Yeah, that big you saw in the open, right? Gachalian over the top, right, late in that game for his 17th passing touchdown on the season. Just a really experienced quarterback.
First give goes to Josh Kama, who says, I'm excited to be back. Give me some 9 yards. Kama back for the Dalers, and just look at these skill position players. Loaded. Theodate, Collins, Gachalian, and Mateo Morales.
And that line's really come along, right? Right tackle Thomas Meyer, right, 6'3". Aiden Thomas was a mauler last week. Hetzel, McCarthy, just you know, the ability to move people and get Kama into space. But Kama's one of those kids, right, junior. A headache, right, for anyone who has to play against him this year, and he's back for more next year.
Dalers offense brought to you by Malloy University. Play action, quick hitter, incomplete. Thrown in the direction of Nick Ragone, and off to the left, Frank Romano in coverage. And here's that Chiefs defense brought to you by Malloy University, and testing the secondary of Romano, Jean, Vialta, and Brooks.
Massapequa's defense has really stepped up, right? Van Skyler has been amazing. Chalemi's been the guy, right? He's been the guy for them. And Danello hits like a Mack truck, right? Look for 47 and 2. They hit so hard, they can turn the ball over, and that's what's going to take here. Who can hold on to the ball? Who can force a turnover on defense?
Yeah, Danello 47 in white. a junior, called up as a sophomore last year, part of that Long Island championship group.
And he caught a touchdown last week.
Can do it all. So can this guy, Kama, who angles his way out of bounds after scurrying for a first down at the 35-yard line after the 10-yard jaunt.
It's only 2 carries, but you're just trying to see, like, he's playing. Is he healthy? He looks healthy, right? He looks like his ability to cut is not compromised, so that's a good sign if you're cheering for the team in black.
And that's the risk of trying to rush him back last week against Syosset. Farmingdale has some firepower, but you don't want to sleep, obviously, on Syosset. But it worked out for them. Their defense stepped up, and he's good to go for the rest of this Daler season. And now in motion, gets the give. And Kama dragged down. It's Frank Romano with the tackle. Two-sport athlete. Romano also playing basketball. 6th member of the family to play for the Chiefs. His dad was on the '93 Long Island championship team. It's Frank Romano, white, in wearing 5 for white.
Yeah, nice job by him. They out in front of him, right? Jordan Petzold on the lines, really good at pulling. He was pulling outside. He kind of went to the next level, leaving Romano. Romano left on an island to tackle Kama. Not an easy job, and he gets him to the ground.
2nd down and 10 from the 33. Finkel the hard count. Thrown into the flat. And the first catch of the afternoon for Jovens Theodate. Continues to rush forward and pushed out of bounds. That was Nolan Wiezerek with the push out, as well as Lucas Benucci.
Yeah, nice easy completion for Finkel, right? The last throw was a little bit behind. Nice to get him an easy one there. Theodate's been very good. Was a running back on the JV, now kind of plays like a hybrid role where he's in the backfield, where he can catch the ball coming out of the backfield, improving every single game.
Yeah, a natural running back, but asked to do a lot as a fullback on the varsity squad. Setting up 3rd and 2 from the 41. 4.5 to go, opening quarter. Give to Kama, charges ahead, has a first down, and has a whole way to run. Daylight's open. Welcome back, Josh Kama. 59 yards to the house. Daler strike first.
Number 25 on the year. Yes, Kama will get all the credit, but wait till you see the blocking out front. Right, Gachalian up from his wide receiver position. I think it's number 2. Watch this block coming. Boom! Right, hits him right in the hole. That's 6. Unbelievable job by Theodate. Right, so Kama takes it to the house, but he's got a lot of handshaking his buddies, right, that helped them get there. Great job by the offensive line, the backs blocking, the wide receivers blocking. Great start for the Dalers, and welcome back Josh Kama.
Jay Coons to Cam Mastrelli, and J.J. Damo puts it through. 7-0 Farmingdale, and Josh Kama is back and showing off his speed for our Speed Island Speedy Play of the game. Contact Onyx Salva and the gang to improve your speed today. Located in Garden City. Book a session at speedislandny.com. That man's fast.
Unbelievable. Get him in space. His ability to finish runs, and just watch the blocking here, right? Boom, first you take a hit there from Morales. Boom, right, hat on a hat there by Theodate. Gachalian blocking. Give that kid a little sliver, and he's going to take it to the house. He's pointing up to the Farmingdale stand saying, I'm healthy.
Farmingdale was just waiting for him to come back and make his presence felt. And Brian, I'd have to imagine as well for him, just wanted to get one out of the way, a few carries, and he just feels as good as new.
He's just special, right? He's just one of those guys that, his ability, it's obvious, right? You see it. It just screams when you see it. And what a confidence that boost that is for the entire Farmingdale roster to see him back healthy and scoring touchdowns here at Hofstra. If the Dales are going to block like that and get hats on hats and give Kama some space, look out.
Damo coming near side, and Massapequa on the return. Andrew Pedalino shifting forward and pushed down Frank Basilico with a suplex. And here come the Chiefs offense. Stopped at the 16-yard line. They were driving on 4th and about 5. Couldn't convert. And second opportunity for Massapequa. These two met in the rain way back in September 28th to be exact. It was their Week 3 showdown over at Massapequa. And those two teams have changed a lot since then, Brian. It was a Tyler Vialta show, and Farmingdale, they've had that game circled in on the schedule, as you see Massapequa over the last few years. But Farmingdale, you don't need much to get up against Massapequa.
Vialta had 5 touchdowns, four on the ground, 1 defensively. He took 1 to the house. Kama had 114 yards. You know, Vialta, Kama, that's the show, right? That's why the stands are packed here at Hofstra.
The Newsday headline was must-see TV, and here's JD up the middle, and Joey Diesso gets back to the line of scrimmage after the tackle coming from Manny Benitez.
The Dalers have done a good job keeping them, inside. Some of the, the passing game. Let's see if one of the keys that Coach Shippos gave us was to get the passing game a little bit going. There's been some good coverage, but it seems like Farmingdale's really selling out to stop this ground attack for the Chiefs.
Empty backfield for Massapequa. Now Vialta goes in motion. Play action. Diesso floats it. He's got Skirba, the tight end, for the catch. And Skirba barreling forward and pushed out at the 31-yard line after the 12-yard catch and run.
I love that play call, right? You motion Vialta back into the backfield. The entire Farmingdale defense flows with him, right? You throw it back to Skirba on the backside. What a great story, right? Where's that 26, right, for his uncle Billy Johnson, who died on 9/11. Kid's been playing huge down the stretch for Farmingdale, making his uncle proud.
Eight catches, 138 yards, and 3 touchdowns in the regular season as Vialta moving forward, gain of 2.
Good job, interior line. Right, Manny Benitez, senior, 5'8", 215. Got himself a touchdown last week with a fumble recovery in the end zone. Nice job tripping up Vialta before he could get going.
Vialta gets the carry on 2nd and 8. Just goes right into the teeth of that Daler defense. He's a back that can kind of soften up that front line for Farmingdale and then make you pay as the game goes along.
He has power, right? He has a little finesse to his game as well to find the cutback lanes. But tackling him for 4 quarters cannot be fun, as many teams in Nassau County have found out this season. 29 total touchdowns.
3rd and 4. Quick hitter, your side. Vialta still on his feet, and Farmingdale rallies over. Matt Ippolito, have yourself a quarter. Welcome to the county final.
The entire defense, talk about swarming to the football. Anything that's got to the outside, there's been 4 or 5 Dalers just waiting, swarming the football, and that's what it needs to take down Skirba here.
Farmingdale coaching staff feels that this is the best the defense has played since they gave up 42 points to Oceanside. It's very easy to remember Kama's 7 touchdowns. They did give up 42 points in a shootout against Oceanside and still had things to go over after that victory. And then since then have just allowed 26 points over the last 3 weeks. Diesso, pressure coming. Rolling out. He's got a man, and that's Frank Romano, who gets pushed out at the 15. So Massapequa converts on 4th and 9.
So far, Farmingdale's been so disciplined on defense. As soon as Diesso rolls out here, you see a little hesitation by the corners. They go up to tackle him and leave Romano, and Diesso, just so smart, so heady, dumps it over them. The secondary coaches for the Dalers are just like, you can't do that, right? Make him run for it, right? We'll swarm the football. Do not allow Romano or any of his receivers to get to the sticks. Great play by D'Esso.
Romano, the receiver at the bottom of the screen, as Vialta takes it on first down. Carries forward, a gain of 2.
Yeah, this offensive line for Massapequa has been really solid all year. You got got a nice mix, right? You got Big and the senior, Van Skyler, right, junior, and you got Wiezerek, right, the young buck, the sophomore, with Tarazi, who's an absolute mauler. You see how they like to pull and trap and do a lot of different things because they're so athletic on the offensive line. Pineda, right, he's been really, really good as well. First-year starter, but you can't tell by the way he's been playing.
35 seconds to go, direct snap. Tyler Vialta looking for a lane. J.J. Collins lays him down.
Another good job by the Daler defense, right? Not allowing them to get outside. It's a little misdirection. Petalino goes in motion. Vialta goes out the opposite way. Nice job by Collins to stay home.
Massapequa, Farmingdale, a quarter in the books. It's lived up to the hype. And so is this man, Josh Kama. Guess who's back? Back again. Josh Kama's back. Tell a friend. 7-0 Farmingdale in the Section 8 Conference 1 final on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Going, Israel Bonikunda, running back for the New York Jets, and you're watching Varsity Media.
What's next for you? A bolder, more engaged you. A career-focused you. A you that leads your community and helps change the world. Take the next step and get your bachelor's degree at Malloy. With special transfer programs and scholarships and a career-focused curriculum, Malloy makes a nationally ranked private university education attainable and your dream job possible. Malloy University. Welcome to the new you.
For all the latest Varsity Media updates, including our game schedules, be sure to follow us on social media at Varsity Media, the home for New York high school sports.
Start of the second quarter here at James M. Stewart Stadium. As the sun's starting to set on the Nassau football season. Massapequa looking to extend their season, led by Joey D'Esso and the crew. And for more on that, we send it to Jared Paluzzi.
Yeah, these two teams don't like each other, but one thing they have in common is Speed Island. At Farmingdale, Josh Kama, Gavin Kachalian, and Dennis Finkel train with Massapequa quarterback Joey D'Esso at Speed Island as they work on speed, agility, reaction time, plyometrics, and most importantly, the mental aspect of the game. Coach Salva of Speed Island really put a big emphasis on that, and now they're going at it in the county championship. Back over to you guys.
I mean, speed is the name of the game when it comes to any sport. And D'Esso, Kama, a bunch of the guys training with Onyx Salva and the crew. There's Joey D'Esso, quick hitter, end zone, touchdown! Billy Skirba showing off his wheels to get open. Massapequa fires a strike. And now a point away from tying it.
Beautiful play design. You see a bit of a play action look here. Oh no, he just straight throw back, right? Kind of set his feet and ripped it right to Skirba. Tremendous drive by the Chiefs, capped off by a D'Esso touchdown pass. Does not just speed, but he's got an arm to go with that speed.
Joey D'Esso the hold, and the extra point coming from Chris Pesqueta is good. 7-7 the score, and that was a fast-fire touchdown brought to you by Blaze Pizza. From now until the end of December, Blaze is offering a family meal which feeds up to 5. Pick any 3 pizzas, 11-inch, original dough or thick crust, any 2 sides, which includes any dessert, salad, cheesy, or cinnamon bread for an incredible deal of $35. At Blaze Pizza, there's no wrong way to play. 7-7 the score. Massapequa getting their tight end involved. Billy Skirba for the touchdown, his 4th of the year, to even it up at 7 apiece.
Yeah, it's just like body blow, right? You run, then you hit him with a pass over the middle. Nice route here, kind of an inside route. You see it right in your living room. Boom, nice pass, nice catch. Way to hang on to that. Again, Skirba, right, Petalino, right? Those are the two guys on offense that have stepped up for the Chiefs. Everyone knows Vialta. You know Diesu. You add those two other guys into the mix, more threats, and that's why the Chiefs have been rolling through the playoffs this season.
Diesu 4 for 5 for 39 yards, and Skirba 2 catches, 29 yards, and that touchdown.
Yeah, his uncle Billy, right, played for the FDNY football team, right, died on 9/11. You know, just those stories, just, you know, they'll never die. They should never forget. We should never forget those guys who you know, who did those things for us, and way to honor his uncle by wearing that number and scoring a touchdown in the Nassau County Class, you know, A1 championship.
No, you're right, and their memories live on as Chris Biscetta booted away, and Farmingdale looking to return it as the Dalers. Good field position. This gets past the 25, and on the return was Gavin Gatajlian. Josh Kama, 4 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown. A lot of that had to do with that 59-yard rush. But you talk about getting a huge free agent acquisition at the best time of the year.
Yeah, his initials are JK, right? You know, there's not joking around with him, right? There's no joke, right? He's the real deal, lives up to the hype, trains like a beast in the offseason, throws up 315 on the bench. Just a guy who, you know, he's going to be a Division I type of recruit at running back. He's that good.
Man in motion was Patrick Vidu, and the snap goes to Vidu. With the hole, Vidu pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, he's been that young buck, right, who's really been stepping up. Sophomore, 5'7", but blazing speed by Vidu. You know, he's easy for him to get lost behind, you know, Petzold and McCarthy and Kunz, right, who the center, right, who's he may be undersized, but he's tough as nails. Very athletic offensive line for Farmingdale.
Yeah, he was only in one package at the beginning of the year, but the offensive coordinator and the coaching staff trying to get him involved a little bit more. Was banged up in the Freeport game, but has since come back and has worked out well for Farmingdale. Flag is out, and could be some movement up front. White hat tonight is Keith Stazak. As the penalty goes against the Chiefs. And give an extra 5 to the Dalers. You know, you think of the 6 degrees of football on Long Island. I think it even extends to the broadcast booth. We'll have more on that in a moment. As Dennis Finkel, 2nd and 4. Sending a man in motion again. Play action, throws it into the flat, and then out of bounds. Incomplete, 3rd and 4 upcoming. The reason I say that, Keith Stazak, of course, the father of one of Varsity Media's own, Tyler Stazak. There's Tyler. Tyler, give us a wave. There we go. And then down at the other far end, let's see if we can pull this off. Jeff Damo, the father of JJ Damo, as well. We'll get him when we can as well. But some celebrities in the local communities.
Unbelievable, right? That's Long Island. That's Long Island football. Everyone knows each other. It's like Cheers.
There's Jeff, brave in the elements. No better man than Jeff Damo. You can canonize him.
Yeah, 20-mile-an-hour winds out there.
Does it with a smile on his face. I don't know how he can shoot a game that his son's playing in.
And we get to be up here with pizza at halftime.
Well, that's fun, too. On the sweep, Mateo Morales angles out of bounds.
Yeah, Morales is that guy that, you know, you need to know every spot, right? He moves around so much. He plays that kind of wide position for Farmingdale. He can run it, catch it, block it, right? Does it all. huge pick six for the Taylors against Syosset last game.
Punting unit out for Farmingdale. And the high kick. It's back to receive. It's Frank Romano. And Romano is pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And Frank Romano. A couple of big plays in the first quarter. Let's get to meet Mr. Romano. Two-sport athlete, sixth member of his family to play for the Chiefs, and like we mentioned, his father on that 93 team, and football runs in the Romano blood.
That's what you get. Massapequa's one of those towns. Farmingdale's one of those towns. It's either two things that you get in these towns. You get generations of athletes that play for them, or you get people that are jealous and want to move into that town and get a little taste of what's brewing. But that must be amazing, right, for Dad, right, who played in 93 on the LIC team, to see his son trying to pursue the same dreams.
Sixth member of the family. I can only imagine what it was like playing in the driveway of the backyard. Tyler Vialta on first down. Shakes it wide. A burst of speed. Tyler Vialta, another first down.
Hey, Billy Skirba, have yourself a first half, catch a touchdown, block like a maniac, free up Vialta for a huge gain on first down. Great job by Massapequa not only to score, but to answer with a defensive stop. Would love nothing more, Coach Shippos, than to punch this one in the end zone.
Massapequa with the response. DSO to Skirba, 4-yard touchdown catch. And now on 2nd and 1. Vialta shifting left, lunging forward, and pushed out of bounds. DePriest Ramsey was all over him, and Vialta's such a hard guy to bring down, and Ramsey just said, I'm going to push him out.
Still got the first down, right? So they've been having a lot of success running behind that left side. That's Connor Pineda, right? Tommy Biggin. Right, if you're going to be Biggin, right, you have to be a lineman, and in his bio, he likes to cook. He loves to cook, right? So what a fitting name for him. But they've been really, really good this playoff run.
We have to ask Biggin what his favorite dish is. Here's DSO. And DSO making something out of nothing and gains 5.
We know Ippolito, right? Ippoliti on Farmingdale, his favorite dish, right? Mom's meatballs.
Of course.
Gets him fired up for the game, and he had that huge stop for the Dalers. So a lot of boys looking to cook out there tonight.
Vialta 9 carries, 41 yards in the first half. Here's Vialta with a flag out. Vialta ranging forward, steps out of bounds in front of the Farmingdale bench. And this should go against Massapequa, the hold for the Chiefs. Wait for Keith Stazak. An illegal shift, and still pushing him back 5. It's one of those tricky things about the offense for Massapequa is they send so many men in motion, and it has to be so precisional, and then when it's not, penalty can be called against you.
That's what's so impressive about all the teams that make it this far is like there's motion, they're running complex offenses, and these kids are pulling it off. And yeah, you have a penalty here or there, but for the most part, it's really clean, high-level football.
It's the Mike Spina offense. God's gift to football. Mike Spina, the OC for Massapequa. Empty backfield. DSO heaves it far side, in and out of the hands. And that was Frank Romano. Felt like he should have had it. Couldn't make the catch. 3rd and 12 upcoming.
Great route by Romano, kind of a stop-out route. DSO put it on the money, just couldn't complete it. Missed opportunity for the Chiefs, leaves them 3rd and long. The last thing you want to be against this Daler defense. See if the Dales bring some pressure here.
Third and long for Massapequa. And in motion, Petalino. DSO with some time, slings it, and he's got another Billy Skirba catch. Or check that, that's Vialta over the middle and enough for a first down. So they release Vialta in an open space. He does what he does best.
Great job by that offensive line giving DSO. They went empty, blocked up really well. Had a little kind of a stunt twist going on the backside, could not get home. Vialta can do it all. He wants the ball at all times, right, Coach Shippo? It doesn't matter if he's running it, catching it, blocking for it, kickoffs, right? He wants the ball in his hands. This is his year. This is his team.
Ippolito and Galgano with the tackle. The 43, fresh set of downs, and nowhere to go for Vialta. Getting in the backfield once again, Rocco Martellotti.
It's a coach's kid. You know, got a nose for the football. Most kids were watching Mickey Mouse and Thomas the Truck, and he was watching football film, right? This kid grew up watching film, got in there like a heat-seeking missile.
Thomas the Truck.
Thomas the Train, right? Sorry.
Tank engine. With Sir Topham Hatt, Percy. Marco Martellotti, just been doing a good job for Farmingdale this year, has been very consistent for them. And the reason why Massapequa has the second and long. Play action, DSO, batted up in the air and down. Mateo Morales, once again, he had the pick six last week, bats it down. 3rd and 13 upcoming, and we mentioned Martellotti. We'll get to him in a second, but take a look at Morales.
Morales has been a different player, right? You sniff screen, you sniff something on the outside, get your hands up, gets his hands up, shows off his leaping ability. Just a junior who's been playing with so much more confidence. 3 sacks this year, pick 6 last week. You know, passing situations, right? You got to locate number 2 for the Dalers.
DSO calling the plays at the line, now straight rollout. DSO throws it off his back foot, floats it incomplete in the direction of Kenny Jean. That was Galgano on the coverage.
Great coverage again. Galgano, second time he's been kind of Velcro to the receivers of the Chiefs. Not easy to be the captain of the secondary, calls, right, protections, things like that, especially with these complex offenses. I mean, think about who you're going against. You're going Oceanside, you're going against Massapequa. These are not your run-of-the-mill, just hand it off and cloud of dust. These are very complex offenses, and Galgano, as a junior, right, has the full trust of the Farmingdale staff.
Farmingdale declines the penalty called against Massapequa, so it'll be 4th and 13, and Massapequa to boot it away. Chris Biscetta. And Biscetta off the snap. End over end kick, and Patrick Vadu picks it up at the 2-yard line. Now has to scurry out of his own end zone. And Vadu able to get out of it. Has a hole. Pat Vadu. You talk about making chicken soup out of chicken fat. What a return.
That's one of those things, right? You live and die with a sophomore, with that athleticism. You're like, stay away from it. Let it go in the end zone. What are you doing? No, oh my God, safety. Now you're thinking about a house call, right? Number 1 looking for 6. Unbelievable. He's got tremendous speed. Like to see him and Kama line up against each other, and you know, add J.J. Collins and Chalian and 4 guys with some speed in black.
Deadlocked at 7, 1st and 10. Finkel in the offense takes over with Kama in the backfield. The give to Kama. Huge stiff arm. Kama's got a hole across midfield into Chiefs territory for a big gain.
I see you, 2-1. I heard you bench 315. He just benched about 185, right, in white.
With one hand.
Unbelievable, right? Derrick Henry type stiff arm.
Flag is out and looks like it might come back, so a cool highlight play.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, as you can see, moving the football ain't easy, but moving your car is with Easy Auto Movers. Visit EasyAutoMovers.com for a free quote today. The offensive line for Farmingdale in there as well. So that pushes Farmingdale back. You're looking at about 1st and 20 from the 27-yard line.
It's the scary thing about Farmingdale. You got 4 offensive linemen who will come back next year with Kama in the backfield with Theo Date.
Have to start thinking dynasty talk with that. Look at Kama. Gets through. No flag. I guess ball don't lie. Josh Kama at midfield.
Feeling it, right? Just one of those backs. You keep giving it to him. He builds confidence. Showed off his power there. Showed off a little speed and agility. Right, running behind the left side there. The only thing between him and the end zone there was Alex Chalemi, who's, for my money, right, has been the best defensive player for the Chiefs defense right down the stretch.
Yeah, last week, Chalemi, 10 tackles, a forced fumble. Number 2 in white for the Chiefs. 2nd and 1. Who else would you expect to get it? Kama again, sees a hole, and gets into Chiefs territory. Frank Romano with the tackle. A fresh set of downs for the Dalers.
Yeah, no doubt. Farmingdale's offensive line has been starting to dominate on this drive. Right, Big Jack McCarthy, Jordan Petzold, right, that left side of the line. Just watch them stay on blocks. You see pull there. Looked like Aiden Thomas. He's really stepped up this year. He gets after guys, right? Good athletic puller. You see it there, his ability to get Kama to the 2nd level.
That's what Colin Jones was really excited about when talking to him earlier this week. He said, as an offensive line, as a unit, they've really pulled well, and that's a big reason why Kama's able to have big games, as well as Vadu and other players out of the backfield. Kama again with a 4-yard gain.
And no disrespect to any other back, right? Ip stepped in, did a tremendous job, right? Vado, Theo Day carried the load last week against Syosset, but there's something different about blocking for a back like Kama, and knowing that if you could just get your guy and get a good block, that it could be a house call on any play.
Helps when you're averaging 7 yards a carry.
Yeah, it's hold your breath. Every time he touches the ball right now for the Chiefs, it's hold your breath, hoping someone can make a tackle.
2nd and 5. 10 seconds on the play clock. Farmingdale driving. Hard count from Finkel. The fake and the give. Kama starts and stops. Kama has some daylight and might have got caught by the turf monster. Otherwise, it's a house call, but inside the red zone.
Yeah, the 15-yard line tripped him up. Hat on a hat. The scheme for Farmingdale in this run game has been amazing. The pulling of the linemen, and you're getting some great blocks by the skill position guys. Gachalian, I see why St. Alsum said we're signing this guy, not only after his touchdown last week, but he does all the little things, and the blocking downfield does not go unnoticed.
Officially spotted at the 13-yard line.
Morales laid a huge block as well there.
The give to Kama again. Straight up the middle, stacked up. Massapequa rallying over. Anthony Danello in the middle of the action.
Yeah, we see Nolan Wieserick as well. Not built like your average sophomore. You know, following the footsteps of his brother, right? He's playing across at UMass. Nolan himself is a tremendous young lacrosse player. Going to need his own mailman for offers and things that are going to come his way.
They still come in the mail? It's not an email anymore?
I don't know. Some coaches still like it's a little more personal, you know, John?
I just see whatever's on social media. And I don't know how true they are, but hey. Here's the give. Patrick Vidu sweeps it. And Vidu bustling forward, close to the first down marker.
Yeah, a little role reversal there. Kama, the lead blocker.
Patrick Vidu, 8 attempts, 169 yards in the regular season. The athletic sophomore, 5'7", 175.
Yeah, if you're the Chiefs defense, right? Danilo, Chilemi, Tarazi, time to dig in here. Put your heels on the goal line. Make a stop. Maybe try to force a turnover. Big momentum score or stop here late in the second quarter.
First and goal from the 3. Farmingdale looking to get on top. The give to Kama, splitting up the middle, diving to the end zone, touchdown. Kama's got his second of the day. 13-7, the Dalers.
That's 26 touchdowns on the year for Josh Kama. Coming right down Broadway. Little double team block by Thomas and Meyer. Just enough room for Kama to cross the goal line. Great to see him back.
JJ Damo on for the extra point, gets blocked. But Farmingdale pulls in front, 13-7 the lead. With 5:07 to go, you're watching the Conference 1 final on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Keep this quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza, artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you'd like.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven
For fast fire perfection.
Come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
Moving the chains ain't easy, but moving your car is. With Easy Movers, whether it's moving your car, boat, or any large vehicle, Easy Movers has got your back. Whether you're a snowbird headed south for the winter or opening a new chapter, let the team at Easy Auto Movers simplify the moving process. Shipping nationwide. Call today for a free quote, 516-464-0382, or visit easyautomovers.com.
Farmingdale band's got us moving a little bit, John.
Be moving and grooving, especially Josh Kama.
We had a little Christmas music as well, getting us in the spirit.
Love to hear some Beach Boys. As the ball goes back towards the 45-yard line and closer towards midfield. All right, so for Massapequa, response time.
For sure, great drive. You know, we had a little bit of a defensive battle going on. Farmingdale just broke that. I think the story's just been their overall blocking, right? Obviously, Josh Kama's the story, but their blocking has been tremendous, and really allowing Kama to get his speed and his strength on display. But we got this blood orange lemonade up here that makes it feel like you said the Beach Boys. I feel like I'm at the beach. Blaze Pizza, not just pizza.
We'll settle you down. We got another food review coming up. Don't worry.
Can't wait.
Here's Tyler Vialta on the ground trying to respond to Josh Kama. Kama so far 10 rushes, 140 yards, and 2 TDs. As Vialta in his own right trying to go toe-to-toe. Battle of two of the best running backs on the island.
And we had Berkery the game before. I mean, Berkery, Vialta, Kama. I mean, what a trio of running backs in Nassau. What do you have, 6 touchdowns, Berkery?
6 touchdowns, and they wouldn't let him go for the other 2. Diesso slings it. Nice catch. Frank Romano looking towards the house, shakes one defender. Romano is in for the score. There's your response for the Chiefs.
Frankie Romano to the house. Soften him up, body blow, run, 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 run. How about a pass? Diesso puts one on the money. The placement of this ball is the key. In stride, allows him to run after the catch. Stops on a dime, little hockey stop. Number 5. Another Romano getting it done for the Chiefs.
"49 yards from Frank Romano. As this extra point brought to you by the Football Stick. Take your game to the next level with the Football Stick. Precision, power, performance in every kick. Danilo to Diesso to Pesqueta. 14-13 the lead for Massapequa with 4:20 to go in the second quarter.
That was a big block right on the previous extra point. Now puts them up 1. 4:20 left.
One of our sponsors today, proud sponsor, Compass Realty Group. Contact Ed D'Ambrosio today, 516-225-7253. Our mission is helping everyone find their place in the world, and here's one of the listings on the market. 24 Willow Drive in Massapequa Park. Contact Janine Principe Pulio at 516-840-5767.
Beauty, right? He's on the front yard to get the football out, little toss.
The driveway, backyard.
Sign me up. $679 is cheap compared to the massive.
Well, yeah, the Manhasset house. There's always someone out there.
Yeah. I mean, if you like sports, if you like winning, with Massapequa Park, it could be on the border. What? You got to know what district is it?
That's right. You've got Massapequa, Seaford, and Montauk. Plain Edge is in there too. Oof. But all on Merrick Road.
All 4 teams you mentioned are pretty good at pigskin.
That too. Something's in the water on the South Shore.
It's like that movie, right? That like the kid comes from California, the quarterback. Right, here I am, I'm ready.
Farmingdale on the return. And this is Patrick Vidu, ranging wide at the 25, now at the 30. And Vidu trying to cut back. Gets out of a tackle and still gains more. Frank Romano couldn't secure him, and Vidu picks up an extra 5.
He's slippery. Hard to get your hands on him. And you saw it before. He's not taking a knee. He's not going to down it. He's not going to run out of bounds, right? He's looking for contact.
Before that return, you talk about how close this game is. Total yards so far. Massapequa, 162. Farmingdale, 160. There's Josh Kama. His stat line so far. A ho-hum first half for Mr. Kama.
Yeah, I'm not the strongest at math, but 10, 140. I think that's 14 yards a carry. That's electric stuff.
One of those 59 yards. First and 10 from the 33. Gavin Cataglian in the Wildcat gives it off to Kama.
Good night.
Look at Kama go. Chugging ahead. Josh Kama with the house call and a hat trick in the first half. Dellers with the immediate response.
You know it's coming. You know you're going to get a dose of 21. You just can't stop it, especially if it's blocked up. Look at 77 coming across. Jordan Petzold. Just a nice crease for Kama. And then it's good night. No one's catching him in the open field. Unbelievable job by the Daler offensive line. And Kama, 3 touchdowns. He says, I see what you did, Berkery. Coming for you.
If you don't think Kama was chomping at the bit to get back in this one, certainly lived up to the billing.
I mean, it just goes hand in hand, right? Farmingdale, running backs, Sal Tomaso Ramos, Sal Basilico, now Kama.
Farmingdale's going to go for 2, and Kama is going to take the direct snap. And some movement up front, but a timeout taken by Farmingdale. They'll talk it over, but the like going for 2 here for Farmingdale, just trying to get up 1 score.
Yeah, you missed the. It looks like a little problem with the snap and the hold last time. This side is definitely more difficult with the wind. I like going for 2. I mean, Conf is averaging now probably 19, 20, 22 yards a carry. Only needs 3 yards to get into the end zone. I'm giving it to 21.
Well, here's this rivalry throughout the years, getting all the way back to 1975. A little one-sided there, if you ask one team. Farmingdale winning the last 3, both 4-13 in 2022.
Every year, though, it's a different squad, different team, but the tradition is there. And
unless you're the Romanos.
Yeah, you've probably been in all of those games. The only option for me is which way do you want them to run? Left, right, down the center?
Kama taking the direct snap. He chooses to run right and leaps in for the score. 2-point conversion's good. Farmingdale goes up 7.
Nice job by the Farmingdale staff. Right call. Great job. Didn't feel comfortable in their setup. Called the timeout. That was an important point after. But again, blocked up well. Kind of blocked down on that right side. One man is not going to bring down that kid.
The Bowie 4 story, 6 childhood friends from Long Island, New York, who grew up together on and around the water, have developed a special connection to the serenity that the water provides. That is where the Bowie 4 mantra was born. Quote, "We choose the water." With every purchase made, they donate a portion of the proceeds to water conservation groups. Bowie 4 offers a full range of apparel and accessories for team stores, corporate gear, and fundraising initiatives. All of our products are designed, created, and printed on site. Buoy up your wardrobe. See you out on the open waters.
It's been smooth sailing for Kama and the offense for Farmingdale. Both offenses have gotten into a groove here. We need some defensive players to step up here and make some plays.
Got to keep yourself hydrated, Josh Kama. 3 TDs today, and only in the first half. And look at this, he still missed 2 games, 1,400 rushing yards, and up against some of the best in Nassau County.
That's a crazy group, right? That super talented group. Martini had an absolute monster game as Wantagh won the Class 4 championship. Close to 250, 300 yards for him.
So after the kickoff, Massapequa takes over at their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll get to 7 TDs, but that 21 for 376 number that he had against Oceanside looks like it might be in the mix.
You never say never. He's about the halfway mark. Fresh set of downs for the Chiefs. They just scored a touchdown. Frank Romano from 49 yards. Now see themselves down by 7 as Diesso on first down gets back to the line of scrimmage. And the tackle from Matt Ippolito.
Yeah, nice job swarming the football. Morales has been all around the football this first half. Now Diesso got a touchdown passing last time. Vialta's been huge, right? They try to, mix it up there and let Diesso handle that. Good response by the Daler defense.
Big first half for Matt Ippoliti as well. Ton of tackles in there on the play action. Diesso ranges forward.
Good job by the Daler defense again. 3rd and long. Plenty of time left.
Final 3 minutes to go, first half. Hard count DSO. And a timeout taken by Farmingdale. They're first. 2:50 to go in the second quarter.
The Dallas defense was subbing, barely getting a guy off the field. Didn't feel comfortable. Nice job by the Dallas coaching staff.
What a year it was for Buddy Krummenacher. We mentioned, of course, his place in Long Island football history, celebrating his 300th win this year, moving to second all-time. Howie Votes, the lone man in front of him. But what a list here. Coach Flatley, Selin, and Don Schneider.
That's just the who's who of football. That's, you look at the wins, but think about the amount of kids, players, generations of young men that they've coached. A lot of wins, a lot of impact in their communities. And their legacy still lives on, right? Those teams, those programs are still proud. I talk about Snyder and Krummenacher. Haven't had too many coaches in Farmingdale history, but we saw with GC earlier, with Flatley, and now Ettinger. It just continues on.
Garden City's more like a Fortune 500 company. It just runs itself. 3rd down and 9. DSO, as Massapequa goes empty, flushed out of the pocket, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage and dragged down. Big hit, Quintanilla.
He's that guy. We highlighted him in the beginning for good reason. Junior, right, sophomore year, led the team in tackles. He can get off blocks. Just watch him get off blocks. DSO with plenty of speed. If he could just break through here, he's got a first down for sure. Look at his ability to get off a block, sheds a block, wraps him up. Unbelievable job by 65.
Farmingdale back-to-back timeouts. In fact, they've used all of their timeouts to try and get the ball back and score before the half. And so leading by 7, this has been as good as advertised. These two meeting over the last couple of years, really been one-sided affairs, close first half, and one team pulls away. Not to say that that's off the table here, but you just look at how close these two teams were this year, both finishing at 7-1 by virtue of the tiebreaker. Farmingdale gets the top seed, and because Oceanside beat Massapequa, they're, the 3 seed are the Chiefs. But then Farmingdale beats Oceanside, so it's just classic Conference 1 football beating up on each other.
And it's hard to beat a team twice. If I'm Farmingdale, I'm fine and dandy with them beating us in the regular season. And that was a special teams nightmare for the Dalers. They've done a real good job on special teams tonight.
Danello the snap. Bisquetta steps into it. J.J. Collins going after it. And then it'll be pinned down at the 10-yard line. 54-yard punt. We'll set up the Farmingdale offense deep in their own territory, and one of our sponsors is 3rd and 10. Try out for 3rd and 10, Long Island's premier 7-on-7 national travel team. Register today and be part of a storied list of alumni representing Long Island's most skilled football players. Scan now for registration.
I want to play for Coach Moose. Yeah, that's one thing that I'm seeing a lot more of. We've seen travel lacrosse is huge on Long Island. Travel basketball is huge. Travel soccer. Starting to see more and more kids, even in Oyster Bay where I teach, kids are playing football more year-round, playing with outside organizations. And, it only makes sense with how popular the sport is in high school, on Saturdays in college, and Sundays with the NFL.
And you're learning the fundamentals at a younger age, which is great. And that's where these two teams come from as well. Coming up at the half, we got Soper's favorite part of the day, the Blaze Pizza Food Review. And we'll talk to Executive Director of Section 8 Athletics, Pat Pizzarelli, and some halftime stats. Coming up here at the half on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Can you believe they let me build my own pie with soap?
I can't believe it, because they only had 35 toppings.
It was like a dream come true. I was like, am I reading this email correct? I can call a football game and then at halftime build my own pizza? Is this a dream?
If anyone has ever had a doubt of what you can do in this country,
America.
No more.
America.
That's right.
I have a barbecue chicken. I have chili flakes on it.
Dennis Finkel in the offense back out there for Farmingdale. And the give to old reliable Josh Kama. Plows forward, picks up a yard. Be 3rd and 8. Massapequa has all 3 of their timeouts if they want to use it. And they do. Kevin Shippos deploying his first timeout. Long Island's Malloy University offers more than 50 undergraduate degree programs and is home to one of the premier NCAA Division II athletic programs in the East Coast Conference. Malloy recently introduced sprint football to their athletic offerings, a full-contact varsity sport with the same rules as regular college football, except players must meet a weight limit of 178 pounds. Visit malloy.edu to learn more today.
You know, it's an interesting spot for both teams. Like you said, do we call timeout, right? Try to get the ball back. Obviously, Shippos is going to do that. Now you're Farmingdale. Quick strike offense. Definitely don't want to turn it over.
No, and with 2 timeouts here, if you could get a stop and get the ball back, maybe go into halftime. Tied at 21. Third and 8, Farmingdale goes empty. Nice reverse, Mateo Morales ranges wide, chugging ahead. Mateo Morales bouncing off a few defenders and enough to move the sticks. Down at the 25-yard line, a gain of a baker's dozen.
What a gutsy call by the Farmingdale staff. Kama motions out as kind of a decoy. Some heavy pressure by the Massapequa D-line. Hit Finkel as he's trying to orchestrate this reverse. And then Morales does get it and is able to, bob and weave his way to a first down.
Shippos not using a timeout. Here's the give, Vadu. Patrick Vadu past the 30, pushed out of bounds. That was Skirba and Danello. And the gain of 9.
Nice blocking again on the edge. Now you're at the point. Couple big plays. Clock's still running.
The magic for Farmingdale. It's you give the ball to Kama, see how far he could go. If not, you just go into the half.
Sure.
There's the fake and the handoff. And one last run for Farmingdale as Jovins Theodate picks up the first down.
Yeah, clock's running. I'm not sure if they'll snap another football.
And that should just about do it. See if Farmingdale goes back to the line of scrimmage, at least to show face. Well, 5 seconds, Finkel under center. They're going to get a playoff. Kama, as time expires, gets pushed down. The one rare time Kama's been stopped today. 11 rushes for 207 yards and 3 TDs. It has been the Josh Kama show in the biggest game of the year for the Dalers so far.
Great down blocking, hits the hole. Good luck trying to keep him out of the zone. It's been the Josh Kama show. Welcome back for the Dalers.
Halftime here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Halftime here at James M. Stewart Stadium, and it's the best time of the game. It's so good, we had to bring Jared Veluzzi into the booth as well. It's time for our Blaze Pizza food review, and Arit Larian hooking us up 10 different pies, fellas, that we've had so far. We've got Chef Soper in here as well. I'm going to try the vegetarian option. I think a lot of people, when they think of pizza, they don't think of the vegetarian option. They might feel it's not for them. I'm here to tell you that it is for you. What do you got here, Jared? And then what do you got, Soap?
Oh, man, I'm excited. I'm trying the red vine here, and I can't wait. I'm excited to see what the hype's about.
Yeah, I built my own pizza barbecue before. I'm going to just go simple here, right? A little simple type of man today, right? A little simple just to see what's out there. Right? In terms of your simple, right, go in there, all right, order a pie, right? This is what you're going to get from Blaze Pizza.
Jared, this looks like a piece of art as well as...
I was going to say, so already passes the eye test.
All right, so passes the eye test. So I guess we'll go down the line. Soap, tell us about the regular simple pie. It's got 11-inch classic dough, red sauce, cheese, mozzarella.
Right, I mean, they say football pie, right? This hits the spot, right? The taste, the crust, right? It's a perfect match. Great flavor in the sauce, right? Just an unbelievable job by Blaze, right? Definitely scoring touchdowns, right, with this plain pie.
Now, for Jared, you got the red vine, which is fresh and light margarita-style pizza, highlighted by fresh basil and some cherry tomatoes. So let's dig in there.
Yeah, can't wait.
Jared last night had the privilege of telling Carrie that they were going to get free pizza as a reward for winning their county final, and they jumped all over you, Jared. Do you get why they were so excited now?
I understand why they went crazy. I was sorry. I was just enjoying that a little bit too much. And, this is incredible. I bet they had an amazing night. Of course, the win, but then this for free? I mean, can't beat it. The red vine, fantastic. That initial crunch was great, and then the flavoring, all of it put together was awesome.
All right, and then for me, I got the herbivore option, which includes regular cheese as well as mushrooms, red onions, bell peppers, and spinach. We're vegetarian out there. This is for you. Good blend here, not overpowering, very good. And then outside of their pizza, some good cheesy bread as well, Brian.
Yeah, so they have honey cheesy bread. There's spicy pepperoni cheesy bread. This is your original, just OG, right, original cheesy bread, right? Just light, tasty, right, unbelievable. Right, we got meatballs back here. We have blood orange lemonade from desserts to beverages to cheesy bread to pizza. Blaze is hooking us up big time today at Hofstra.
Yeah, we got the meatballs here, which is good. Spicy or regular meatballs. And, I mean, just look at the size of those meatballs as well. You're not getting cheated, fellas. Mm-mm. So we're going to have to eat those off camera because we got the utensils here as well. And then, of course, you wash it down with the blood orange lemonade.
Right? Cheers, right, everyone out there, right? Cheers, right? What a great football season. All these boys and coaches deserve a huge shout-out, so cheers to everyone. Cheers to the parents out there, right, for all the driving, all the commitments that you guys did for your kids, right? So cheers.
And cheers to the whole community, of course. From now until the end of December, Blaze Pizza has a fantastic deal going on, offering a family meal which feeds up to 5 different people. Pick any 3 pizzas, 11-inch original dough or thick crust, any 2 sides, which includes any dessert, salad, cheesy, or cinnamon bread, for an incredible deal of $35. Halftime here at Hofstra. Second half coming up next on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground at first. Quinn's up with it. Feeds to Varela. It's a no-hitter. And Division's moving on. Nassau County AA champions.
As West barks out the signal. West is going to keep it himself inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown. Touchdown, Southside.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Halftime rolls on here at James M. Stewart Stadium. Farmingdale, Massapequa at the half. There's an executive feeling here as well, and we've got the executive director of Section 8. Pleased to be joined by Pat Pizzarelli. Pat, thanks to you so much for joining the crew here. And, you just have to say, first off, I know that this is one of the last events of the fall season, so congratulations on another successful year. It seems like every year Nassau County just continues to move it up another level. And what do you attribute that to? Because we were at volleyball, girls and boys soccer, now football, and you guys just continue to knock it out of the park.
Well, I think that goes to show you about the athletic administrators we have in this county. We have outstanding athletic directors, and it's real important to put on a good show for everyone. And it's important to the kids, especially football. They work all year. Their goal is to get to Hofstra. And the teams that were here the last 2 weekends, they put on a pretty good show out there, and it's a lot of fun.
And, if we're going to stick to the football side, even semifinal and finals, you've got good academic schools here. You've got good communities as well. I know we're just picking on football, but you've got some soccer state champions in there as well. How much of a community feel goes into putting these events together for not just the student athletes, but their families?
Oh, yeah. Athletics, like it or not, is the bedrock of a community. If a sport, any sport, does well, everyone gets behind it, and it just carries it, and it's really exciting. Soccer schools, football schools, volleyball schools. You start winning, you get people to support you, and it's wonderful. And that's how you get budgets passed also. Let's be honest. You want to get a budget passed, do well in sports, get those people out there to support the budget, and you'll be okay.
Well, and that's what I was going to ask, too. There are maybe some former players out there, maybe just some recent graduates that would love to give back to Section 8 or maybe just get involved. How can they do that?
Just support their team. If they want to come and get involved in Section 8, just give me a call. We'll find something for them to do.
All right. No, that's great. And I think from the varsity media side, we're very grateful to be doing these games and over the last couple of years and getting to tell the stories. And I think that's another added element of just some support out there for parents out there able to watch these games. There are, we like to joke, Grandma in Boca who's watching as well, and trying to just extend those communities. I know that has to be some sort of conscious effort, too, for you guys.
Well, you know what? When Ben first came to me, because I know he started up in Section 5, and he said, I want to get involved. I want to, do something for athletics in Nassau County. I go, Ben, let's talk. Let's talk about it. And, as you know, we were with the other company for a few years, and the difference in the production, and what you guys bring to the broadcast. You know our kids, you know our coaches, and you guys just do a great job. So thank you for that.
We appreciate it. Now, between me, you, and the lamppost, I heard that there are some long walks on the boardwalk in Long Beach with another executive as
well. With the big boss. With the big boss of Varsity Media, right?
Any insights in there? You learn anything about the old man?
Actually, we really don't walk together. I was walking one day, and he was sitting on the bench. So we had a conversation.
All right. Well, if you need a bobblehead, tell him that John Perez sent you. Pat, thanks again for your support and having us. Congratulations on another successful fall season, and looking forward to many seasons ahead.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on. We appreciate it.
That's Pat Pizzarelli. Halftime here at James M. Stewart Stadium. This is the Conference 1 football final on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
For you, a bolder, more engaged you. A career-focused you. A you that leads your community and helps change the world. Take the next step and get your bachelor's degree at Malloy. With special transfer programs and scholarships and a career-focused curriculum, Malloy makes a nationally ranked private university education attainable and your dream job possible. Malloy University. Welcome to the new you.
For the latest news in high school sports, be sure to check out varsitymedia.net or follow us on social media at Varsity Media.
college flag football experience at the youth level like no other. Sign up as a team or as an individual player. Boys and girls divisions available. All players receive a jersey and shorts. New York locations include Massapequa, Half Hollow Hills, Oceanside, and Center Reach. Come and join the thrill at youthflagfootball.com.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships.
When it comes to live streaming, Varsity Media does it all. Athletic events, concerts, musicals, graduations, even weddings. Trust Varsity Media when it comes to your live stream event. Contact us today to learn more about Varsity Media's live streaming services at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level. Hey parents, how about a bobblehead for your athlete? Bobbleheads are one of the most preferred personalized gift items today, and it's so easy to order. All you need is a photo of your athlete, a model number from our extensive collection of bobbleheads, and the sculpting process begins. 2 proofs are sent for your approval, and once it's approved, in a few weeks, your bobblehead is on the way. It's that simple. Order your bobblehead today by logging into varsitymediapass.com and click catalogs or call 516-403-2050.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the winter, but spots are limited. Contact us today for basketball, ice hockey, wrestling, and swimming by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Hofstra, the Massapequa supporters section, all bundled up, as is Farmingdale on the other side. It's been a fun one. 21-14 the lead for Farmingdale over Massapequa as we take a look at the numbers in the first half. And Coach Soap, let's break it down. A lot of this has been played on the ground, particularly Josh Kama.
Yeah, 245 on the ground for Farmingdale. Just screams off the page. Yeah, it's been Kama, but it's been the backs, it's been the receivers, it's been the line that has done a tremendous job. Passing yards, right, that 49-yard touchdown to Romano from Dieso was a huge play. But the Dalers grabbed the momentum at the end of the second quarter. Let's see what the Chiefs can do as they come out of halftime.
Kama, 11 touches, 207 yards, 3 TDs. Farmingdale converting on third down, though. I think that's something that is of note for Farmingdale and a big reason why they've been able to sustain those drives.
Yeah, and sometimes they haven't gotten the third down because Kama had made a house call, there as well. Here come the Chiefs, right? They've been a second-half squad all year. Let's see what they can come up with. I'm sure Shippo's had a fiery halftime speech for them.
There's a senior class that wants to go out on top, back-to-back county champions, but they trail by 7. For more on the rise of the Chiefs, we send it down to Jared Valuzzi.
One of the first things you notice about this Massapequa team is the amount of talented seniors they have. I caught up with starting quarterback Joey Diesso during the week, and he mentioned how a bunch of them started playing together when they were just 8 years old. He said that they know that they have each other's back, and they have been playing like it's their last snap every time that they're out on the field. Massapequa trails by 7 here going into the second half, and they have an opportunity to go out on top if they come back against the Dalers. Back up to you guys.
Thank you very much, Jared. And yeah, these guys are just baked into the community. Massapequa Mustangs, Farmingdale Hawks in there as well. And if you want to watch the current versions of those teams, we've got you on tap tomorrow starting at 9:30 a.m. NCYFL Championships on the Varsity Media YouTube page starting at 9:30 a.m. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12-year-olds. Ton of Massapequa Mustangs and the Farmingdale Hawks throw in Belmore, Long Beach, Plain Edge, Levittown, and East Rock.
Football's that game that, you know, it develops from the youth, and rarely do you have guys just get into the high school and be like, I'm going to try football. No, it's in your blood, right? You've been playing since you're 5 or 6 years old, and, you know, these schools are always going to be good, right? Farmingdale and Massapequa.
It's a feeder program out there, and like you mentioned, all along Merrick Road, and these two teams, I mean, you're looking at probably just a few streets that redistrict each other, and you're in different districts as well. So, okay, so if you're Massapequa and you're Kevin Shippos, the message to your team in the locker room.
My message is we got to stop Kama. We have to be able to get in the backfield. We got to disrupt their patterns because they've been getting everything that they want. Not one catch by one of the Farmingdale receivers. You have to say, we're going to make Finkel beat us. We're gonna load up the box and make sure that Kama does not, you know, go for 400 or 500 yards in this ball game.
You're right. Only 2 catches from Mateo Morales for 10 yards. It's been played on the ground, and even with the 14-mile-per-hour winds, Farmingdale getting the most out of Josh Kama. As the Dalers will return the opening kick of the second half. And driving up ahead is Patrick Vadu on the return.
Well, you know it's getting a little cold and windy out there, right? The press box up here is a little more crowded for the second half.
Yeah, they smelled the pizza too. You mentioned the popularity that we have once we have the food reviews coming around. You see these, just the wind of the goalpost blowing towards, I guess, what's that, the east, south? Did you bring your compass?
Well, I'm in a food coma right now. You're asking me directions. Give me a few minutes.
Take the chef hat off. Come on, we've got a full half of football here.
I'm ready to cook. Let's go.
Josh Kama's been grilling up this defense as he continues to go to the second level, shakes off a few defenders. Ball's on the ground, and that's the break that the Chiefs were looking for. Andrew Pedalino's on top of it.
There's something happens in the locker room with the Chiefs. The Shippo stirs something up, and they come out a little bit different, trying to break tackles. Is that Pedalino?
Yep.
Pedalino. Big play, Pedalino. Just what the Chiefs ordered.
And a short field as well. And let's not forget about Tyler Vialta as well. It's been the Kama show, but you're looking at a front-running winner for the Thorpe Award, and Tyler Vialta in the backfield for Massapequa.
And he took over against Oceanside in the second half, right? The defense stepped up, but Vialta, you know, it's almost like they were saving him last week for the second half for him to absolutely dominate and look for a heavy dose of him on this drive.
Vialta 13 rushes, 54 yards in the first half. Then gets the first play of the second half. Has a block and a seam. Ranging forward, Tyler Vialta backs his way into the red zone. And that'll move the sticks. Another dozen yards for Tyler Vialta.
I mean, are you kidding me? Tristan Tarazzi with his block. Watch 62. Not for the faint of heart. Pulling again. Shocker. Oh, pancake. And he's still running, right? He's going to the end zone, right? Tarazzi. You saw that graphic with the Mustangs. That kid's been playing football for the Stangs since he was 6.
Vialta back-to-back carries, cuts it. And Farmingdale rallies over to bring him down. Well, let's take a look at the Massapequa offensive line, brought to you by Easy Auto Movers. Taking the car to college next semester? Let Easy Auto Movers help you with nationwide shipping. Visit easyautomovers.com for a free quote today. Pineda, Biggin, Van Skyler, Wieserek, and Tarasi.
Nice mix. You got young guys, juniors, sophomores, and senior leadership. You add that to seniors in the backfield. It's exciting, right? You got guys coming back. You got guys trying to finish the job. Perfect mix.
They go empty. Diesso fires a strike. Vialta on the post pattern and pushed out of bounds inside the 10.
Super accurate pass there by Diesso. Any way you can get 2-5 the ball, I'm a fan of.
Diesso didn't throw the ball as much in the first half, 6 of 10 for 102 yards. Well, by Farmingdale's metrics, he threw it for enough for the both of them. Officially marked a yard short, 3rd and 1 from the 7-yard line. They give it to Vialta, plowing ahead and moving the pile towards the end zone. And the play blown dead at the 1-yard line. Vialta so hard to bring down. And 1st and goal for Pequa.
Yeah, that was like Vialta got on the bus on Sunrise Highway, right? Was getting pushed towards the goal line. Running behind that left side, right? Pineda and Biggin, the seniors, leading the way. Got to stop 2-5 if you're the Dalers.
Marked at the 2-yard line. Vialta devoured. Brought down, big time hit coming from Mike Galgano, the junior.
Yeah, slew of Farmingdale. It's like the Black Sea. Just getting off their blocks, staying low. Low man wins. That's the toughest spot to run, right, against this Daler defense is up the middle, right? Benitez, Quintanilla, right, Basilico. Big boys clogging up the middle.
Diesso lines up at the bottom of your screen. Wildcat formation for Massapequa. Vialta in the backfield with Pedalino. Low snap, scoops it up. Vialta, nowhere to go. Big hit, J.J. Collins.
Yeah, J.J. Collins, no catches on the offense yet, but he's made his mark in special teams and on the defense. Low snap, messed up the timing of that play for Massapequa, but still, Vialta gets to the outside. Not easy to bring him down. Nice scrape, hangs on, brings him down. Nice job by J.J. Collins. Basketball player, great size.
3rd and goal from the 5. Diesso, play action. Rolling out, heaves it back at the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown. Massapequa answers back as it's Anthony Danello.
Danello goes back-to-back games with a touchdown. Something about Hofstra brings out the receiver in him. Diesso just making a play. Points. Hey, go there. I'll throw it to you on the money. Touchdown. Unbelievable job keeping the play alive. Trusting his receivers to get open. Can't happen unless you have great protection by that line.
Danello, Diesso, and Bisquetta were tied at 21. And 8:10 to go in the 3rd quarter, and Tristan Tarasi, a big reason for that drive for Massapequa after the fumble. And you look at him, two-sport athlete, been playing since he was 6. The altar boy.
Hey, only fitting, right? You're blocking for Vialta, right? The altar boy, right? So he's been an absolute nightmare. You see him pulling a lot, right? Getting on the outside, right? Freshman, right? Started wrestling as a freshman. He's been a tremendous lineman for Massapequa this year. another multi-sport athlete, right? Just like we had Danilo, right, who's a heck of a baseball player, varsity as a sophomore. You know, some places you're like, oh, ho-hum, but Massapequa, yeah, you're playing and contributing as a sophomore. You are legit, my friend.
I think he does the collection box with his game face on. Maybe you throw in an extra $1.
Yeah, a little face paint. You know, a lineman, a wrestler. I mean, that guy can tie you up in like a pretzel in 2 seconds. So he's got my $1.
Tied at 21 apiece. 8 minutes to go, third quarter. It's been windy all night as Biscetta steps into one. And the return, once again for Farmingdale, Patrick Vadu from the 15-yard line. Chases forward and pushed down at the 24-yard line. Josh Kama cooking in the county final. 14 carries, 209 yards, 3 TDs.
Came out of half, right? Had a big run, but put it on the ground, right? So look for Kama to what great players do. They respond from that. And if you're Massapequa, you're punching at that football, you're holding it up, right? You're trying to get another one on the turf and really flip the momentum in this game.
We don't want to turn the ball over against Massapequa. And then the handoff, Josh Kama. And then gets back to the line of scrimmage. Possibly. But Massapequa rallying over to the ball carrier.
Yeah, Skirba, right, doing a good job there. It's a different energy, a different feel to the Pequa defense. You just said it before. This Chiefs team has been so opportunistic this whole season. It's one thing to get good field position, to get a turnover, but every time that happens, they seem to turn it into a touchdown at the other end, which is a key recipe for their winning this season.
They just do so many things right. They could sustain long drives. They really don't give up the big plays, even though they did tonight, but coming into it. And over the course of 4 quarters, it's just a tough thing to do. In the flat, Jovins Theodate ranges forward. And there's a big chunk right there, an 11-yard pickup. And that moves the sticks for the Dale.
Tremendous job by Theodate, knowing exactly where the first down marker is, doing a little dancing, right, to get there. Important chain mover, Theodate.
Theodate coming into today, 8 receptions, 105 yards. Last week rushed for 73 yards in the absence of Josh Kama.
Yeah, they motion him a lot, and then you think he's blocking, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, he's a receiver, and he catches it, and he's got a first down.
Two receivers, bottom of your screen. Finkel on 1st and 10. Vadu goes in motion. Give to Kama, straight up the gut. Bounces off a few linebackers. He gets about halfway home.
Yeah, you see the Chiefs just digging at that football. Nice job by Kama, right? Bouncing off that first tackle, getting a few extra yards. Doing a good job making sure he secures the football.
It's kind of like when Kama fumbled the football. Take it back to Rocky IV when he punched Drago and finally cut him. For Massapequa, they have to feel, okay, finally, we're able to get one stop against him. And you're right, very opportunistic. Second and 5, hard count. Flag, and illegal shift. Well, while we have a break in the action, here's Jack McCarthy, another wrestler, a volunteer football coach for Farmingdale PAL, works at a pizza restaurant and at National Honor Society, so getting it done in the classroom and on the field.
Yeah, multi-sport athlete, right? A student, true student athlete. And hey, heck of a place to work, right? Pizza place.
Those are long shifts. What should have delivered?
Rosemary. I'm going to try to think of all the Farmingdale spots.
Well, you don't have to think about any Farmingdale spots. You've got Blaze Pizza, located at the Broadway Mall.
Yeah, ask for the soap, right? The soap is a big hit up here in the press box. Chili flakes with a key. Pizza, we got desserts, we got chocolate chip cookies, we got brownies.
I'm not as daring as you with the chili flakes. They looked good. They tasted good, but
at the end.
Yeah. Kind of get tongue-tied. 2nd and 7 after the comma run. And comma once again scurrying forward. Anthony Donnell with the takedown.
There are those guys again, right? So second half, Danilo, who scores a touchdown. You have Chilemi. Those two guys have been the second half heroes for Massapequa, especially in that first round win against the semi-win against Oceanside. They're going to need those boys to step up and stop this Farmingdale offense.
Remember, they were trailing at the half, too. 17-13, came back. An overall 41-24 victory for the Chiefs. 3rd and 5 upcoming. And with some space, rushing forward, Kama once again, shedding a few tacklers. Are you kidding me?
It's kind of just not fair when he gets into the open field, and I don't care who you are with that lateral movement that he has. So you're looking at an elite running back. Petalino's a heck of a football player, right? And you know, one-on-one with Kama, his speed, his power, you know, that little juke step. It's an absolute nightmare for anyone in the secondary.
Another long drive for Farmingdale after conceding the touchdown to Massapequa. First and 10 from the 27. Nowhere to go. Flag is down on the give to up the middle as that was Jovens Theodate.
Yeah, flag down. It's a big block in the backfield. I think that was Matt Hughes, 24. Yeah, Matt Hughes, senior. Maybe got a hold of the jersey there, holding.
Buddy Krummenacher wants an explanation from Keith Stazak. Not too pleased with the official.
The old boy, Buddy pointing his finger at the ref.
It's easier to take the wrath of Krummenacher when you're about 40 yards away. Empty backfield. Finkel surveying and slings it. On the run, he's got a man. It's Mateo Morales, and Morales inside the 20.
Yeah, big chunk play, gets a lot of that penalty yardage back. So far, it's been Morales out of the backfield in motion. The #1 receiver tonight. A little kind of tight end kind of pop. Continues his run, drags it. Again, some of that great blocking downfield to get some yards after the catch. Look for Collins, right? Look for Guchalian. With catchless so far, but you soften them up with little short passes, a heavy dose of Kama, right? Look for maybe a shot over the top.
$19 yards on the catch and run. Eating up most of the penalty yard, or all the penalty yards, and then the original 10. On 2nd and 1, Kama's got a first down. Inside the 15 and marked at the 14, 4-yard pickup.
That was a big time meet, meet around the 13-yard line. Danilo meets Kama. Danilo gets him down, but Kama with that lean, right, gets some extra yardage. Good block by Morales at the point of attack.
Spoke to Colin Jones in the middle of the week, and he said, I asked him who the unsung hero was on both sides, and he said, quickly, it's Mateo Morales. Because I asked him, who are we sleeping on? Who's the one guy? And he said, well, you're not sleeping on him because he just had the pick 6, but he had been building towards that moment. Farmingdale calls a timeout. 1:02 to go in the third. While we have a break in the action, I'd like to welcome back one of our sponsors, Compass. Let us help you find the keys to your next home. Contact Ed D'Ambrosio today, 516-225-7253. Our mission is helping everyone find their place in the world, and if you're in the market, right there at 24 Willow Drive, Massapequa Park, contact Janine Principe Pulio at 516-840-5767. I got a question to ask you after this drive about homeowning and things like that, since I'm in the market. Has to give up the middle. Josh Kama, he's got a home in the end zone. Touchdown, his 4th tonight.
Untouched into the end zone. Been saying it all night. This blocking scheme for the Dallas has been on point. Yes, Kama's great, but it's real easy when you don't get touched. Nice job there by the line. Looked like the center, right? Jake Kunz, a little undersized in there, but he met Danilo in the hole. Great block by him. Kama's 4th on the day.
Coons to Mastorelli, and J.J. Damo puts it through. 28-21 with 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. Farmingdale with a long sustained drive give themselves a 7-point edge over Massapequa. And look at this, over the last 2 years, there's J.J. Damo in there, and some new LIU Sharks. From Dalers to Sharks on the lacrosse field. Damo, a specialist. Face-off guy, kicker.
Yeah. That's been a good spot, right, for Farmingdale players. Right, they sent a bunch of players, right, to LIU.
And just great to see there, continuing their education. And moving forward, Matt Ippoliti and J.J. Damo.
Yeah, Coach Levine is at LIU. He's a Long Island guy from Bethpage, and he's always looking for Long Island talent. And if you're going to look for 2 places to find some tough guys who's not afraid to mix it up, bring some toughness to your program, look no further than Farmingdale and Massapequa.
So Damo with the wind at his back, shorter kick. And he gets touched by Kenny Jean, who scoops it up. And now ranging back, this is Andrew Petalino on the return. In good field position for Massapequa. Half a minute to go, third quarter.
Yeah, I feel like we're on a seesaw, right? Back and forth action. You know, kind of what we knew we were going to get into with these 2 teams. But a quarter and 30 seconds to duke it out for the Nassau.
Division conference in Nassau,
Conference
Division
1.
in Suffolk.
Gotcha.
And the winner of Conference 1 will take on the winner of Division 1 in the Long Island 1 Championship at Stony Brook next week. And that'll be either the winner of William Floyd or Ward Melville. Ward Melville, the 3 seed. And there you see that game going on in about an hour's time.
Yeah, both communities probably have someone there scouting, getting ready, right? Floyd Melville, that should be a war.
Hand off to Tyler Vialta. It's wrestled down, close to midfield at the 49-yard line. 5-yard pickup for Vialta.
What a job by Frank Basilico, D-end. Kind of gets shaken a bit in the hole by Vialta. Does not quit. Pursues on the backside to bring down Vialta. Great job setting the edge. Great hustle by Basilico. showing he's not just great on the pass rush, he can stop the run as well.
3 quarters in the books. Josh Kama, welcome back. 4 TDs through 3 quarters. This one, the easiest touchdown of his career. Farmingdale holds on to a 7-point lead as we go to the 4th on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Watching Varsity Media, New York's premier high school sports network.
Wait, oh my God!
Oh, hello, hi, how are you? All right. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? All right, I'm Ron. Oh, what's going on? How you doing, sir? How you doing? I'm Ron. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Oh, hello, hi, how are you? How you doing? Oh my God. I'm Ron, nice to meet you. Blaze right now is offering a large shareable pizza here with real ingredients. Not frozen, none of that frozen crust, all right? Right. So I want to show you some beautiful, unique toppings that we have. Artichoke, arugula. Wow. You like that type of stuff? That's for you, all right? Oh, no, I'm Ron. I don't know who LeBron is. Me and you take a selfie. Come on in. Hey, there's Ron. You tell your friends to take you to Blaze Pizza and tell them Ron sent you, okay? All right, put it there. I got it. You even take Ron's hat.
Welcome back to Hofstra as Joey Diesso hooks up with Kenny Jean on the post pattern, and Massapequa looking to open it up, trailing by 7. Diesso so far. Good under center, control and collected, taking care of the football. It's just that this Massapequa defense cannot stop Josh Kama on the other end.
Diesso's been very accurate throwing that out route very well. Right, nice catch there by Kenny.
Here's the handoff to Tyler Vialta, bustling forward, and Vialta with an 8-yard pickup. Tyler now on the day, 20 rushes for 81 yards. Still hasn't found the end zone yet.
I was gonna say, like, he's carried it 4 yards of carry isn't bad, but they've really limited the big plays on the run, off the run of the Dale defense. The one big play that the Chiefs did get was on the completion for a touchdown to Romano.
Yeah, Frank Romano scoring in that second quarter, 49-yard touchdown catch and run. Put Massapequa in front 14-13, but then Kama bookending 2 touchdowns. As Vialta stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Ability, right? The middle of that defense is really tough. You know, it just feels like Vialta. He's churning out. If you ask the Dale defense, the coordinators, and he goes 4.5 yards a carry, you'd be like, that's good. We're going to win this football game. So still looking for that big play, Vialta. And like you said earlier, it's just like he's like that type of back that can wear on a defense. And let's see if that, all that conditioning and off-season work pays off here the last 10 minutes.
When you get together in August, July for 7-on-7s, you think of moments like this. Diesso, the handoff to Vialta, has a first down and springboards forward to the 25-yard line. 9-yard run for Tyler Vialta as that moves the sticks.
That's more like it, right? That's more like it, right? 10, 11, 12 yards, big chunk run. Vialta, and just the way he finishes runs are just different, right? He loves the contact. He welcomes it, and he takes on all comers.
On the reverse, Andrew Pedalino spun down. Big hit by Mateo Morales.
You think Colin Jones nailed that by saying Morales, like, he's arrived, he's here, he's playing his best football. This looked like it was a touchdown. Pedalino's been a fourth quarter guy, big plays. Morales is like, nope, right, hog ties him down. M squared, playing huge for the Dalers.
Loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Diesso looking on for instructions. And the handoff to Vialta. Bouncing forward, shakes off a few tacklers. Flag is down. Vialta to the end zone touchdown. And we'll see if this is coming back. Vialta celebrates. It looks like we might get a hold against Pequa. And we do.
Ref, it was right there, running right into the ref's vision. Vialta just picking up steam, right? Got originally stopped. That second effort launched him towards the end zone, but it's coming back. One sideline's like, great call. The other side in white is like, how could you make that call?
Yeah. Never going to make anybody happy, especially if you're a zebra. Pushes him back 10. 2nd and 20 from the 35.
Huge call. Huge from a touchdown to a 2nd and 20.
Here's Vialta. Has to make up a ton of ground. Tyler Vialta pushing forward, makes up for it. Picks up about 13. And 3rd and manageable.
Yeah, Sherba leading the way with that offensive line, right? Tarazi, Wiezerek. When it's almost like you see it. Like when he gets that momentum and hits full gear, he becomes a real problem. And for the most part tonight, the Dalers have not been able to let him get to that 2nd, 3rd gear. But we've seen 3 times on this drive where he has, and that's a good sign if you're the Massapequa sidelines.
Yeah, good job up front to Priest Ramsey, Pierre Destra, and Wilson Quintanilla, the Farmingdale defensive line. Nowhere to go. Diesso pressured and sacked.
Guess who?
Big time hit, Mateo Morales.
Loves the big moment. You can just see how much confidence he's playing with. He's like, you're not getting me with that misdirection. I know where the ball is. Finds Diesso, takes him down.
Farmingdale crowd on their feet. 7:40 to go in regulation. Pequa trails by 7. Fourth and 10. Diesso's going for it. Heaves it. Batted away. And a flag is out. Galgano made the stop. I don't think he saw the penalty marker. And Pequa keep this drive going.
Same ref, same side. This one might work out for the Chiefs. Is he there early? It's close.
I don't know if we have the high angle on that.
Buddy is not happy right now with the ref. Was his best friend a minute ago. Now he's not.
I don't know. I don't know, Soap.
I don't want refs to be mad at me. So.
No, they could be mad at me. I don't care.
But that was Galgano. Again, he's been all around the football. Great coverage.
Fresh set of downs.
I just know either side, right? You just hope that the play on the field by the boys, right, dictates the winner of this game, and not flags. At least it evened out, right? 1-1, took away a touchdown. Pequa still has to earn it here.
1st and 10. This is Andrew Pedalino. Devoured. Wilson Quintanilla.
Is it Mr. Wilson? He's been a menace. Wilson Quintanilla, right, for the line of the Chiefs, right? He's just hard to block, right? Low center of gravity, 5'9", 225.
Coaching staff says that he wreaks havoc in practice. Sometimes you have to slow him down a little bit. 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 11, and they have the safety net of getting a 1st down. Massapequa. Romano goes in motion. Empty backfield. Diesso fires. End zone. Batted away. Good job in coverage. That's Ippoliti. In there with Ramsey.
Yeah, Ramsey did a good job. He's guarding someone else, kind of goes off his guy. He recognizes it. At least hearing some footsteps if you're the receiver. It's either Petalino or Kenny. Yeah, Petalino. It was there, right? If Ramsey doesn't come over, it definitely makes it an easier catch.
Sets up 3rd and 8. Massapequa looking for the equalizer. Vialta in the backfield. 2 receivers near side, 1 up top. Play action. DSO fires incomplete. Intended receiver Frank Romano, but DePriest Ramsey in coverage.
Yeah, Ramsey Island has not been open, right? 2 times in a row. No fly zone in the secondary.
Ball might have been batted at the line as well.
Yeah, definitely a tight window. DSO is trying to fit that into. Big 4th down coming up.
Well, we talked about Manny Benitez earlier in the game, and Benitez looking to join the U.S. military. Can bench 345, just like you, Soap.
Yeah.
Playing football since he was 8 years old and a volunteer coach at MCE Youth Weightlifting.
Yeah, that's throwing some plates. That's some plates on the bar. God bless him for wanting to join the U.S. military. All right, anyone who wants to do that is just a hero in my book. Playing football since he's very young. Recovered a fumble for a touchdown last week. Manny Benitez.
Here's DSO, seeing the pressure, now running. Joey DSO, leaping, end zone!
Put him up,
touchdown! Joey DSO, what a scramble, and Massapequa answers back.
Yeah, just like in lacrosse, he's got a nose for the goal, right? He's got a nose for the end zone. Rolls out, no one's open. Kind of man-to-man coverage. Getting towards the pylon. That referee over there has been real busy in this drive. Another tough call, puts those 2 hands up, touchdown. How good is this? 28-27, extra point coming. Conference 1 football, packed stadium.
Let's take another quick look. DSO reaching, touchdown. Busquetta on for the extra point. Danilo, DSO, Busquetta. We're tied. Game on. Massapequa and Farmingdale living up to the billing.
Yeah, a little jarring after the extra point.
We'll have the rest of the action next on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships.
Massapequa 28, Farmingdale 28. Brian Soper, did you expect anything different?
No, absolutely knew that this was going to come down to the wire. A bounce, a play, a call, right? We've seen it all in this game. We've seen good defense. We've seen good offense. The superstars have showed up. The seniors have showed up. I mean, just the decisiveness by DSO to say, you know what, I'm pulling this down. I see green grass. I see the end zone, and nothing is going to stop me. Right, the Adelphi Panthers, right, are getting a tremendous athlete. I don't care, right? Sometimes you look at a kid, you're like, oh, he's too small. Not this kid. He's got a heart of a lion, and you saw it there on display, completely selling out to get to the pylon.
DSO 9 for 15, 124 yards in the air, 3 touchdowns and a rushing TD. Busquetta. Woo, far side, ball's muffed. A pile up. Massapequa says they have it, and that's the call. Muffed kicked by Farmingdale. Chief ball. Kenny Jeans got the rock.
We've seen it all day today. We've been here since 10 o'clock in the morning. The wind has in that side. The ball's doing wacky things. Uchalian trying to catch it, sure-handed as they come. Puts it on the turf. A bounce. We just said it. A bounce. Some type of some type of play. Getting into that in the 6-minute crunch time. Just trying to make a play, you know. Just trying to make a play, number 10. And the wind is just, in that end of the field is just havoc all day. Manhasset is having nightmares about that direction of a kick tonight for sure.
So I know that there's 6:21 left, and there's definitely football fans out there that might not have watched a lot of high school sports. Both of these teams can really drain a lot of clock here. Both teams with 3 timeouts, tied at 28. And the way that these offenses are going, I can't imagine that you're going to have a kicker unless you're really close into the end zone, as Andrew Pedalino spun down, and that's Matt Ippoliti, the future Shark with the TFL.
It's actually Morales again, right, number 2. Unbelievable job by him. He's like, yo, Dale, let's get on my back. I'm about to lead us, right, defensively in this tie ball game. Yeah, the black jerseys just up from on the press, they're tough to read.
They look great.
Yeah, they do. Tough.
Reading-wise. And unfortunately, the audience is not going to care about our feelings on reading them. But they are very nice. Here's DSO, skips it around. And here's Pedalino. Pedalino with a seam and ranging forward.
Great. They went right back to that well again. They ran that play earlier, but a guy named Morales got in the way. This time they blocked him up. Nice gain. Pedalino does his best job late in the games, trying to secure victories for the Chiefs.
Set up 3rd and 4. So I'd have to imagine 4-down territory for Pequa.
No doubt. 4 downs.
The wind blowing in.
Make them stop you.
Under 5 minutes to go in the 4th. DSO steps up, fades it, end zone incomplete. Trying to throw it in the direction of Kenny Jean. J.J. Collins in coverage.
Yeah, Collins has been very good in coverage. You know, 3rd and 4, right? Went for it all there. Interesting play call now for the Massapequa Chiefs.
4th down and 4.
Yeah, put DeAso in some rollout. Give him that option again to run and pass.
Hard count from DSO.
Or just
Farmingdale not biting.
Or just give it to Vialta.
That usually solves it. And some movement. False start against Pequa. That's a killer.
It's pressure, man. These are kids. These are high school kids. 4th and 4. Just by that, you know, if I'm looking at that, it looks like he was ready to pass block. So perhaps I'm definitely thinking pass if I'm the Farmingdale defense.
Tristan Tarasi called for the false start.
Yeah, I mean, Galgano, Ramsey, right? Secondary need to make a play.
4th and 9. DSO drops back to pass, slings it. It's intercepted. Farmingdale's defense steps up again. Huge pick on 4th down. And that was Nick Ragone.
His 2nd INT on the year. He might as well have run this route for the receiver in his back pocket. That out route again, breaks on it. Unbelievable job. The secondary has been very good. Despite one big play, secondary coverage has been very, very good for the Dalers. Defense did their job. Now it's time for the offense to do theirs.
Ragone, their best cover corner, making the biggest defensive play of the playoffs. And Josh Kama in the offense rolls back out there with 4:41 to go in the 4th. Farmingdale with a huge stop. And Finkel once again fakes the pass, gives it off to Kama. And Kama gets about halfway home on first down.
Yeah, nice job. Nice job by Kama to get 5 yards out of there. You know, you're in that time here where it's like offensively, yes, you would love a quick score, but if you can drain this thing down and bring it into the end zone and run this clock, right? That means a county championship for Farmingdale. What a play, I mean, Rango, what a play by him.
It was all over it. And Diesa, we were talking about ball security earlier and how he was doing a good job with his accuracy.
And that penalty kind of, gave them, they went from a run or pass to having to pass it.
100%. There's Kama near side, dragged down. Kenny Jean with the tackle.
Yeah, Jean and Chalemi, good job. Good job by the Chiefs defense stringing that out wide.
Sets up 3rd and 2. Farmingdale let the clock bleed a little bit too. 10 seconds on the play clock. Finkel's got to get back to the line.
Feel the energy, crowd's alive.
And emotions Morales. Kama springs forward and should have enough for a first down. And he does. Whether you need a big play in terms of yardage, big or small, Kama's your man.
Yeah, that's he's plenty of 70 yards run on the year, but maybe none bigger than this 2-yard run. Gets hit in the initial, slithers forward. Good job by the Daler line to stay on their blocks.
.245 to go. 4th quarter. Hard count Finkel. Handoff Patrick Vadu. Nowhere to go. This Farmingdale offensive line has stood the test of time. Of course, the Farmingdale offensive line brought to you by Easy Auto Movers. Moving the football ain't easy, moving your car is. With Easy Auto Movers, visit easyautomovers.com for a free quote today. McCarthy, Petzold, Coons, along with Thomas and Meyer.
Yeah, Meyer was one of those guys, senior, right, come first year as a full-time starter, right? They knew right away. He was going against Port Washington. He was going against Ryan Shanahan, who many believe was one of the best DNs in the county, and he held his own. And it was right then that the Dalers knew that they had a right tackle that they can trust. You add him to McCarthy and Petzold and Aiden Thomas, right, and you got a heck of an offensive line.
2nd down and 9. Finkel to give to Kama. Kama trying to stiff arm and can't get across midfield. Picks up 3. And 3rd and about 6.
What a play. All right, Kenny Jean stepping up from his strong safety spot. He was there last year but didn't get a ton of time, and he's been a great two-way player this year for them. He's come a long, long way, and big-time playmaker on defense for him, for the Chiefs.
Timeout taken by Farmingdale. We'll take it with them as well. 1:12 to go in the Nassau Conference 1 final on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
This quick.
Because at Blaze Pizza,
artisanal quality at crazy fast speed is what we're all about.
Walk the line and choose any toppings you'd like.
Then it's just 180 seconds in our blazing hot oven
For fast fire perfection.
Come check us out and build your own pizza at Blaze Pizza.
Did you just have the best athletic year of your life? And now you want to show it off to college coaches? Well, let Varsity Media help you. Varsity Media's college recruiting videos show off your unique skills to help you land a spot on the team of your dream school. We'll provide music, spot shadow effects, and a link to send to your next coach. Contact us today for more information. Don't rely on word of mouth or cold emails. Let Varsity Media help you take your game to the next level.
A battle of the last 2 county champions. Massapequa, Farmingdale, all over Conference 1. Past 5 years, Freeport in 2019, as well as Massapequa looking for their 4th county title over the last 5 years.
Just tremendous, tremendous the way they're able to kind of keep it going, sustain it. The Dalers coming in with the obvious one, and Pequa, wants to dethrone them from that top spot.
3rd and 7, $1:12 to go in regulation. We're tied at 28. Timeout, Massapequa. Kevin Schippo saw something on offense, and we'll talk it over with his team.
Yeah, huge 3rd down. You get a stop. Interesting if you get 3 or 4 yards here, under a minute. What's the call? You probably don't punt. You probably go for it, right? If it stays 3rd and 7 or you get a loss here, you probably punt it. So this play's huge.
I saw Kama take it to the house for 59 yards and 67 yards. I would be punting. Well, Thomas Biggin, a huge impact for Massapequa tonight. How about this? Wants a career in sport medicine, so he could give you the medicine that you need and then cook you your favorite meal afterwards, and working for a fence company when he's not playing football.
Yeah, he'd love to put a fence right now up on the 1st down marker and not allow Kama or any of the Dalers to get anywhere close.
We have to figure out his signature dish. I'll do a Biggin food review.
Amen.
Finkel drops back, heaves it down the field. Vadu, flag is out. 2 flags come out. And let's take another look as Frank Romano in coverage with J.J. Collins.
I mean, you were saying Kama 2 times, and they're like, nope, we're going to take our first deep shot of the game. Big target, Collins. Definitely some contact. Whether or not that ball's catchable.
Let's see what the call is first, and then we can take a look at the replay. Keith Stazak, the white hat. Pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, so if they take a big shot, they go for it all. You got Collins matched up with Romano. See the ref a little behind the back flag toss. Huge call, huge play.
Be a potential game changer.
No, you can't complain, right? If you're Chiefs, you got to dig in, get a stop.
Well, for Farmingdale, trying to get into field goal range at least before regulation ends. J.J. Damo getting ready for his moment. But first, it's Finkel in the offense with 2 timeouts and a fresh set of downs. Kama goes in motion. They fake it that way, sling it up the middle, and the catch made by Jovens Theodate. A loss of 2.
Yeah, you swing out Kama, a little middle screen for Theodate. See that play a lot. Andy Reid and the Chiefs, right, running that type of play. Sniffed out very well by the Massapequa defense. Big stop for them. Loss of 2.
Tristan Tarasi with the tackle. 35 seconds to go.
Who's going to be the hero?
25 seconds to go. They fake it. Look at this. Trick plays on. Kama fakes everybody out. Has a seam. At the 30-yard line, he's brought down. With 15 seconds to go, Farmingdale calls a timeout.
You think that was a halfback pass by Kama? They were setting that up?
I think so, and the hole opened up. Let's take another look. As you can see from above, the hole opening up for Kama.
CC Guchalian goes in motion. Looks like 2 go routes. I mean, looks like he might take this to the house. This Romano comes up, chops him down. What a play. What a play by Romano. What a play by Kama. What a game.
You're looking at a 47-yard field goal if you were to kick it. Buddy Krumenacher is going to send his offense out there.
Timeouts for both teams left. What does the next 13 seconds have in store for us?
A county title's on the line. A trip to the LIC. Finkel, back to pass. Pressure coming. He's brought down. Billy Skirba with the takedown. And we are going to overtime in a classic.
Uncle Billy smiling down. Unbelievable job. You knew they were going to try to take a shot. Finkel's got the arm. Got some, Collins, some big guys on the outside. Great job by the Massapequa defense. Way to get low. Got some leverage on the outside. 62 as well.
That's a championship saving tackle right there for Billy Skirba.
Yeah, Tarazi. I mean, that kid's all heart. Three-time varsity player making a huge play.
We'll take a quick break. Overtime coming up next on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
High school sports fans, Varsity Media is the exclusive live stream partner of Nassau County Championships. To live stream fall, winter, and spring championship events, head to varsitymediapass.com to order. Now accessible on smart TVs. Varsity Media is your home for the Nassau County Championships.
Welcome back to Hofstra University. 4 quarters was not enough. We're in overtime. Massapequa Farmingdale. The Conference 1 title on the line. Buddy Krumanacher in the middle of that huddle. Kevin Shippos on the other side. What a great night for football.
Big-time rivalry, big-time game, big-time community show up by the stands are packed. What it's all about. Who's it going to be, right? Someone's going to make a play and forever be linked in history, right, to these historic programs as the kid who made a play, won the game for the Dalers or the Chiefs.
And so as Farmingdale's in the huddle, we'll see. Well, what a classic it's been so far, and the last 2 county title teams, 2 Long Island champions looking to defend their title. So the way the rules work here is that each team is going to get possession inside the 20. It's like college football. They'll get an opportunity to keep it going. Now, not sure after what overtime you have to go for 2, but either way, this is the first time that Conference 1 has been, the final has been in overtime since 1999 when Farmingdale beat Baldwin.
It's a long time, right? And to come down to this, as advertised, as expected.
Joey Diesso and Rocco Martellotti. I wonder if Rocco's a heads or tails guy. If that's even his call, it's probably Diesso. So it looks like Farmingdale is going to receive first or get an opportunity first. That's what I should ask Pat Pizzarelli. What can we do to get these referees mic'd? Because it's not just us, it's the crowd too. You could hear parents saying, what are they saying? But anyway, here's Rocco. NHS participant, lifeguard in the summer, 3-sport athlete, and of course his father, Joe. Great career at Lawrence. 3 Long Island titles.
Smart player, hard-nosed, hits really hard, reads plays well, coach's kid, love to see it. Every single play, every call right now under a microscope. This is it. This is what you worked the entire year for. Seniors, this is your moment. "20 yards from glory." Dennis Finkel, Josh Kama
getting the first opportunity in the extra session. 2 receivers near side. Kama with all 4 Farmingdale touchdowns today. First possession of overtime. The handoff to Kama. Sees a hole. Kama stutter steps, 1 play, touchdown.
That was quick. That was easy. Again, we've seen this before. Kama, but great blocking. Watch this replay. Watch Gachalian. Not 1 catch in the entire game today, right? And he makes a huge play. 77. Unbelievable block by Jordan Petzold. Frees him. Gachalian on the outside. Kama walks in for number 5.
A performance that Kama will remember for the rest of his life. Now Farmingdale leaving their offense out there to go for 2. At least Finkel's still out there. So is Kama.
I can't say enough about the kid blocking Gachalian, right? No catches, unfortunate play in special teams, but he's out there, right, freeing his boy for hopefully for the Dalers, for them, right? What they hope is a title clinching touchdown.
Kama in the Wildcat. 2-point conversion for Farmingdale. He takes it himself. Kama is stuffed. A yard short. And Massapequa could tie it and win it with an extra point.
I don't know if we've called him all day, but Lucas Benucci, right, 58, D tackle for the Chiefs, junior, young kid, right away got thrown into the fire against Oceanside, sneaks through here, gets a hand on Kama to stop him down. Great job, 5'8", Lucas Benucci, gotten better all year. Hopefully maybe that's a saving tackle that could propel the Chiefs if they can answer.
Second time in the last 3 meetings, Farmingdale Massapequa has gone to overtime. Massapequa last year in the regular season, winning on the road. Josh Kama having a great day, 27 attempts, 313 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And his heart in his throat.
Yeah, buckle up. We might have to keep the lights on here for longer, right? If the Chiefs can punch this one in, this is unbelievable.
I haven't seen Tyler Vialta yet, but better late than never. Joey Diesso on the fake, chugging forward, and he's knocked down. Matt Ippoliti with the tackle.
Yeah, Diesso scrambling around, scored a touchdown like that earlier. Ippoliti's like, nope, right, not on my watch. Makes a big stop there. Any stop is huge. Just keep him out of the end zone.
Second and 8 from the 18. Romano Pedalino top of the screen. The handoff to Vialta. And gobbled up. Frank Basilico, the first man in there.
Yeah, Diesso kind of kept it in there. Trying to read if he's going to keep it or not. Great job by the D-line of the Dalers. Basilico's had a couple of big plays at the end. A little bit bigger, a little bit stronger this year. It's paying off in the 4th quarter for the Dalers.
3rd down and 8. Overtime. Pequa needs to score. Diesso slings it. Incomplete. Just out of the reach of Frank Romano. 4th down upcoming.
Yeah, a little pressure by Quintanilla, right? Basilico maybe rushed the throw a little bit by Diesso. Looking for Romano. Slightly behind him. Would have been a really tough catch, especially with him running across the middle. For all the marbles, 4th and 8.
This is to go to the Long Island Championship.
Defense chant front, the band's involved.
Pequa can keep this going with a 1st down. And it's Tyler Vialta in the Wildcat. 4th and 7 from the 17. Fakes the handoff. Vialta sweeping. He throws it to the end zone.
Oh my God!
It's caught. Joey Diesso ties the game.
Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness, a little like little Chief special. Little Chief special, fake it, run out. I hope he's lefty, right? Throws it lefty, right? Throws it up. Diesso, all 5'8" of them, jump ball in front of Ramsey, who's been a lockdown glue stick for Farmingdale. Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable. Now Massapequa can win it with the extra point. But a timeout, Farmingdale.
I just want to be in that huddle. Hey, 4th down. We're running. This is the play we're running. Like, oh my God, the confidence that you have to run that play. He probably has the option to run it or pass it. Great decision by him, but I mean, gutsy call.
We got to see that again if we can, and if Massapequa goes on to win it. I mean, this will be the play that is remembered for a lifetime.
Yeah, you might as well just put it in the showcase and just keep rerunning it on a loop. I mean, he just loses track. Ramsey just loses track. Jump ball. It's probably the last thing you're thinking you're going to do is guard Diesso on a route. I love that he put it in a spot where Diesso can make a play. He didn't throw it too far. He didn't throw it out of bounds. Great blocking by the line to give him that time. That's a slow developing play.
Here for the extra point. Anthony Danello to snap. Diesso to hold. Chris Pesqueta can send. Massapequa to the LIC. Kick is up. It's good! Massapequa wins in overtime! Back-to-back county champs!
I'm absolutely speechless. What an ending to this football game. It's a shame that someone has to lose it. Splits the upright. Man, 4th down. The play, the call, Vialta to Diesso. Hats off to both teams on a tremendous football game.
This is a game that you will remember for decades. And Massapequa goes back-to-back. They're going back to the Long Island Championship. Tyler Vialta didn't have a touchdown today until overtime, and it was in the air. And talk about rolling one out of your sleeve.
QB1, wide receiver 1, Diesso. Oh my God, what a play.
We're going to take a quick break, talk to our players of the game next on the Blaze Pizza Fast Fired postgame show. You're watching the Nassau Conference 1 Final on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground at first. Wins up with it. Feeds to Varela. It's a no-hitter. And Division's moving on. Nassau County AA champions.
As West barks out the signal. West is going to keep it himself inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Southside.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
What's next for you? A bolder, more engaged you. A career-focused you. A you that leads your community and helps change the world. Take the next step and get your bachelor's degree at Malloy with special transfer programs and scholarships and a career-focused curriculum. Malloy makes a nationally ranked private university education attainable and your dream job possible. Malloy University. Welcome to the new you.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the winter, but spots are limited. Contact us today for basketball, ice hockey, wrestling, and swimming by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Hofstra. Wow. What a game. Massapequa knocks off Farmingdale 35-34 in overtime. Tyler Vialta and Joey Diesso are our Mad Men players of the game, specializing in traditional haircuts, hot shaves, and beard trims. Voted best barbershop on Long Island. You're invited this Thanksgiving Eve. Walk in only, walk out like a gentleman. Mad Men and Company. Let's take another look at a play that they'll be talking about for years to come.
Yeah, Chief Special, right? Just like they drew it up, they've had to have practiced this many a times. If you woke up this morning, Diesso, and thought you were going to catch the game-winning touchdown, I'm sure you wouldn't believe it. Vialta, if you're going to throw it, you wouldn't believe it. I don't know. That's the first overtime since 1999. I don't know how that ended, but it could not have been as good as this one.
Definitely not. We'll take a quick break, and we'll talk to our players of the game when we come back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
And look at this opportunity. Feldman behind. Jersey pulled. Feldman! Feldman!
Here comes the 1-0. Hit on the ground at first. Quinn's up with it. Feeds to Varela. It's a no-hitter. And Division's moving on. Nassau County AA champions.
As West barks out the signal. West is going to keep it himself inside the 5 to the goal line. Touchdown! Touchdown, Southside.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Welcome back to Hofstra. Massapequa, excited, elated, moving on to the Long Island Championship. This is the Blaze Fast Fired Pizza post-game show. Let's send it down to Jared Veluzzi and our two heroes tonight.
With the season on the line, in overtime, the unexpected play, and Tyler to Joey. We'll start off with you first. Just take me through that moment.
I'm just at a loss for words right now. I mean, we've been practicing that play for about 3 weeks, never pulled it out. But we finally did. I wasn't going to let it go by. I knew I was going to catch it. And this kid could do it all. He could run, he could throw, he could catch. I mean, I don't know. I owe it all to him right here.
Yeah, and Tyler, it was you the one passing it. And, I mean, the whole stadium went nuts. Take me through that.
I just bounced it out to the left, and I saw Joey, and I saw the defender's back turn. And so I just threw it up there for him and completed it. Touchdown.
And Joey, this group has been together for so long. You win another county championship. How special is this senior class?
I mean, it's like I told you before, it's just a bunch of hungry guys who just want to win football games. They love playing the game. We love each other. We all have each other's backs. And we just want to get to the Long Island Championship again like last year. I mean, job's not finished. We got higher aspirations right now.
And Tyler, you guys were able to beat Farmingdale, your rival, this time around for the county title. How does it feel to get it done against them and go to the LSC?
I mean, it feels great, but we just play the opponent in front of us. It's always neck and neck with them, so tons of respect to them. They played their balls off today, and it's on to the next now, though.
Massapequa takes down Farmingdale. They're going to the LIC next week, and after this one, you guys must be hungry. Have some free Blaze Pizza salad. Their locations, Hicksville, Bayshore, and Fresh Meadows. Massapequa to the LIC. This is the Blaze Pizza post-game show. Back over to you guys. Congratulations, fellas.
Thank you very much, Jared. Congratulations to Massapequa and Soap. It's always those plays maybe at the end of practice, but this was something that was calculated, and what better time to throw it out there than in overtime of the county championship.
Just amazing, right? Up here, we're hanging on every word of these high school kids to hear what they're saying like they're professional athletes. The fact that they practice that, the idea of bringing it out and on the last play, right, is just an amazing job. But you could just see the trust that those two guys have in each other. Chief Special, right, running it out there. I said I threw it up to my boy. I knew he'd get it. Both of them just love each other. Look at the fans. I mean, that's a win for the Chiefs, but it's also a win for the entire community, beating your rival. Coach Krummenacher in Farmingdale. What a great season. What a great game. My phone just blowing up with people that were watching it. It's just, you know, Al Michael said it right. I can't believe what I just saw. I can't believe what just happened there and how that game ended. Crushing on one side, but elation on the other side. That's sports, and that's what it's all about.
It was a lot of fun, partner.
Yeah, what a day. What a day. And it ended with perhaps the game of all time. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of veteran guys up here. We've heard it already. That's the best game that they ever saw. And I'm just honored to have been here to watch it. Tremendous job all day by the varsity media. And thank you, everyone out there who's still listening to us.
Likewise, sharing those sentiments as well. Well, once again, congratulations to Massapequa and congratulations to our varsity media squad as well, especially our camera guys braving the elements and our entire crew, led by executive producer Ben Turchin, the Wizard, the Immortal, Chris Sweeney, technical director, Kevin Catalinato, Jeff Damo, and Mike Verdi giving you the moving images, as well as Tyler Stazak. For Jared Veluzzi on the sideline and my partner Brian Soper, this is John Perez saying so long from Hofstra University. This was a presentation of Section 8 Conference 1 football on the Varsity Media Sports Network.